Episode is all about Nas.
Okay, well, you know what?
Okay.
Okay, okay. I
Yeah.
I don't know if we did. You know, it don't even fucking matter.
Oh no. Me and Dixie got something else to discuss.
Oh,
But
okay.
Okay. I thought it was.
did anybody see the Rhythm Roulette?
You
Yeah,
know
I
what? I was
saw it.
about to watch that earlier, man. And I still might go ahead and watch it real quick while everybody is
Yeah, it's not that
talking amongst
long.
themselves.
Yeah, it's only like maybe six
Oh,
minutes, something like that.
that's kind of like Psycho Lesson joint, right?
Uh, kind of. I mean,
Man.
it's better than Psycho Left joint though.
Oh, okay. I messed around, man, and a guy from my barbershop today had my barber call me. He had like a shitload of records to get rid of, man. I think I dropped $100 over that dude house today,
Damn.
and he still got more records. So if shit, so if Mav up for it tomorrow, I'm gonna take him over there and let him find some shit too, man. Dude had all kind of shit, 45s and 33 in the third. Good shit too. I picked up about 4 Al Green records, some Marvin Gaye live shit that I had never seen. Man, all kind of shit. Dude, he used to be a DJ back in the day.
Ah, okay. So we got some joints. Okay.
Man, I might feel free enough to share some of them tonight. Uh, I don't know.
That'll
might
probably
might
be a
get
no then.
might it might
What
be
up?
might get hijacked. So who working on the honeymooners over
I oughta.
there? One of these to the moon, Alice. To the moon. I can't wait to hear the drum sequence behind that.
What up, RTO?
What it do?
What's going on, sir?
What's up? What's up?
Where the fuck is Dixie Steve?
I thought you said you
I
sent
don't
him a
know. He
special
probably,
invite.
I think he's just getting. He might just be getting home. I don't know.
yeah. Or he might be on the Sonic run or shit. I don't know.
Right? Yeah. Today is Friday, so that's a good
Yeah.
possibility.
Yeah, let me get like 3 chicken sandwiches. Hold the chicken.
Hey, you know what I discovered? This stuff right here. Applewood rub on salmon. Oh my god.
Oh, word! I
Ha-
ain't never
have you
thought about
had
that.
Have you had smoked salmon before? Like hot smoked salmon?
I
You know
have.
what? Let me show.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
me
I'm about
not
to
get
say.
into this.
I'm about to
You know what? You are. This sound like it's real pause word coming up. So yeah.
say. Right. I'm like, we covering, but it's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a. Hmm.
What's the count, RTO?
They up. What is it? What is it? She say 53-60. About to be
Pelicans.
61 Pelicans here.
Okay.
They up on. They
Where's
showing a little heart. They showing a little heart right now.
where's
Which
Oh, of
I
course.
figured because they playing at hard. They playing at home, so you know. I
No, they
figured
go.
that. Yeah. They kind of on fire with the threes. They shot like 12 threes right now.
Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
we doing our turnovers shit. So
Yeah. I was when I
oh,
before I left, I was looking
on
at how
fire.
many easy ass shots Clay was missing.
Yeah,
Like, damn man, wake the fuck up.
yeah, yeah.
Sky
But he just
Zoo.
made that shit though.
I said I ain't made upstairs yet. Tripping off of Gadget talking about Memphis ain't chocolate.
Ah, with the white.
Yeah. I was laughing fast. I said, man, that's just where he at. That's over there in Graceland. You ain't gonna see nothing but white people in Graceland.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's where he had to be at. Cause I'm like, dude.
Yeah, no, where he was doing their thing at that's like it's called the guest house at Graceland. So that's like actually
Ah.
like right down the street from the mansion. And it's in the
Mm-hmm.
what and
Oh,
what
so
and
hell yeah.
so yeah, so
I would
what
yeah.
used to be there was like a 7 or 8 complex apartment over there. It used to be called the Redwoods or whatever. I used to hang out over there. They condemned them, demolished it, and they bought Elvis Presley Enterprises bought all the property and shit up. So from about, let me say, from where that gas station is to about Timothy Drive is all Elvis Presley's property on both sides, going all the way down the boulevard. Damn.
All right, since Dixie ain't here, Mr. Wallace will have to do.
What's up?
What up?
How do you feel about your genius making poopy scoop, poopity scoop?
Ah,
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Oh damn!
here we
Let's
go.
go.
So I knew that was gonna come up. So
Poopity scoop.
ridicule. Kanye is not well. I mean, okay. So when I say genius, when I use the term genius, it goes back to what I said the other night. I think from a creative standpoint, he was able to take he was able to sample in a way that catered towards the hardcore hip hop crowd, but he was also able to match it with live instrumentation in a way that just made it very interesting and very different. So if he has genius, like I said the other day, all of us have a degree of genius because all of us kind of do that. Now, Kanye off, dude. I mean, listen, I have no intention on defending him. I have no basis by which to defend him because whatever his discussion is about free thought, this, that, and the third, could be what it is without him saying that slavery was a choice.
Right.
He could have had that conversation. It's like either one of three things happened. Either he knew what he was doing, and he said that in a way to raise profile for some reason with certain people, or motherfuckers just off. Period. And I mean, that's what I think it is. I think that he suffers from psychotic episodes. I think he has, like old girl said, like my man wife said, he suffers from some kind of bipolar disorder.
Man, fuck him.
And I'm not using that as an excuse, his mental health or whatever.
Right.
He's not off the hook for saying that, but at the end of the day, something wrong with him, dog. And that's it.
Man, I look at it like this, Wallace. You know, people try to. What's up, everybody?
What up, CX?
What's up?
Everybody always say, "Oh, he lost his mother." Man, I got homeboys that lost their mother and their father and their daughter. They don't act like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. Everybody's grief is different, and then his train of thought is stupid. How the hell you gonna have a train of thought like that? Your mother was a teacher and your father was a professor down Charles County Community College.
What up, people?
You grew up in a house with educators, so there's no way you should be that dumb.
He crazy. He crazy.
What up, Dixie Freely?
What up? What's happening?
Hey, poopity scoop, scoopity boop.
What makes it worse is he's always been this person. He's always been extremely narcissistic. He's always been, and everybody that you know, keep it real. Everybody that you know that's extremely creative got quirks about him, including us.
Yeah.
Probably. I know I do. So
yeah, but ain't nobody got no quirks to this level though.
He is just manifesting in it. Well, I mean, you never know. Everything is relative. He has a stage that don't none of us have.
Man,
What they got to do with something, man?
Yeah, we
making excuses for this nigga. That's what we doing.
Man,
What you mean? How's that an excuse? How's that an excuse?
If you're saying a quirk translates into the shit he been on, I think that's an excuse.
I don't think so. I think that it's obvious that there's something going on with him. I said before you came in. Before you came in, that doesn't excuse what he said or what he did at all. You know what I'm saying? And on a personal level, people need to make a choice about whether or not That's somebody who they want to patronize anymore.
Yeah, you're right. And
I'm straight on it.
I think
cool.
dudes of lesser success would have got chewed up. Pause. But by
of course.
being him, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no doubt.
Some
Nah.
of these lames out here is giving them a pass. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what's tripping me out. First of all, that's the most controversial thing he could have said that probably will not have no economic impact on him. If he had said that about Jews, if he said it about women, if he said it about gays, his money would have got fucked with. But because he said it about black folks, it may not happen.
That right there is the key point to me. All about this going crazy shit. He wasn't crazy enough to say that shit.
So I guess Stacey Dash is a genius too, because she on the same shit. So
Yep.
She hasn't been economically put to the side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
if
she felt
the way she felt about Jews, I mean,
But she not
think
gonna
about
do-
it. Back in
she not
1991, Ice Cube got in trouble because he said, "Put a
that whole album
bullet-
got him.
He
Right.
said he was talking about one dude. He was talking about one Jew. He said,
Nah.
"Get rid of that devil real simple. Put a bullet in his temple, because you can't be a
Nigga for life crew with a white dude telling you what to do. Now peep this.
He didn't even use a Jewish insult, and he caught heat about that. The second thing is
but
this
check this
though.
out. If you listen to that whole album is rooted within that. You know what I'm saying? So like it wasn't that one song. You know that it was that whole body of work.
You know what hurts?
But that's the only time at which he said something about Jews. He said the thing he said about Koreans.
And that is what they cited in the paper. I remember that.
But that's what they always cited about.
But you know what that come from? That come from the brother Khalid Muhammad and Cam. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. They gave the brother a little bit of Nation Islam. You feel what I'm saying? And but I mean, back to what we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like that dude, I don't feel no sympathy for him, man. I really don't, man. And I feel like he's an attention whore. Always been. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Always been. He always been an attention whore. You know what I'm saying? From the first inception, you could see it during the Black album. You know, when they were in the studio and all this, and how he used to act and this, that, and other. Like a lot of times, like he was a good seller of making somebody like his beats. He was good at that.
For sure.
You feel what I'm saying? But like,
for sure.
Maybe it's just me, man, because I didn't look at him as no genius, because I felt like if I had that same situation, I would excel just like the fuck he did. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't never separate myself from them motherfuckers. I'm like, I'm better than all them motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? They just on. I'm not. You that's how I looked at Kanye. But I felt like he made some good music at that time too. But I also felt like he got the attention he wanted, and he didn't know how to handle it when he got it. He wanted it so much, he got it, and then he just started lunching the hell out when he got it. You feel what I'm saying?
I just don't get the over analyzing of this. The motherfucker's just a sellout, man.
Yeah, thank you, Dixie. Thank you, Dixie.
We ain't never put this much time on nobody.
Let me ask you this though. Let me challenge you on this. Don't you think though that purposely like showing that degree of self-hate, don't you think that is a certain degree of mental illness? When you think about it,
I mean, you can.
I can't say it's not.
So
I can't say that it's not.
Is Armstrong Williams? Is he mentally ill?
Who?
I think he is.
Yeah,
I think he is.
Williams.
Who?
I think anybody that exhibits this level of self-hate has some mental illness going on. I really think that. So Wallace is right about that.
It may not even be.
But my thing is,
it may not be something clinical, but to block.
My thing is
to block out that level of pride and identity, it's solving some kind of problem in his mind.
It's only clinical until you get caught or diagnosed with it.
I'm sorry, Dixie. I cut you off.
No. It's all good. It's all good. I don't talk about this shit enough already. But
Yeah, I don't even want to do it.
All I'll say is it's not isolated. I mean, we saw this. This is what we are seeing is the unraveling of him. I saw this coming a year or two ago, starting with his comments on the Breakfast Club, then what he said to Sway, then what he said at his concerts, and to meeting with Trump, to this. So it's been happening before our eyes. But I'm just kind of over it, man.
Me too.
To be honest with you.
I think it's his reality, man. I think it's really how he sees shit, man. I don't think it's mental. I think that's how he looks at shit. I think the guy's been, he's been thinking he's the genius for 15, 16 years now. I think that shit went to his head, man.
I don't think he's a fucking genius.
I don't think he's a genius either.
I really don't.
It's well documented. It was only 3 of us that thought that, but we ain't got.
Yeah, you gotta put that out there.
We ain't gotta go back there. That's last week's show. No, but Digger Hurt said some things to me the other night that really made and I'm a hard person to turn a pause, but flip. But he said you made 2 key points. Number one, y'all just said it. What if we had that amount of time to make music all day?
Right.
Number 2, we do this shit by ourselves. There ain't no bands and playing shit for us.
You ain't got John Legend on the keys.
Doing this shit by ourselves, And after thinking about it from that perspective, but still, I'm not just talking production. I'm talking about artistry and everything. But anyway, I don't want to go back down that road.
You know what, Dixie? You know what, man? You know what? I knew it was the reason why I liked you, bro. Y'all, I'm over here tearing up, man, because I just didn't.
Hey, man, I call a spade a spade.
I'm about to start crying. Let me mute myself real quick. Excuse me.
Nah, you made some great points the other night. Counterpoints, that is.
I always said that, Dixie.
Yeah.
All right, so we got that out the way.
Thank you.
Tonight, it's all about Nas.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yep.
Can we?
I was
Perfect
gonna ask if he wanted to play it because I know it got the acapella, so I didn't know that was gonna be cool or not.
Probably not.
Nah.
Yeah.
So let's just tell the people.
As soon as his vocals come in, it's gonna cut the video.
The people can go to dirtyoldman.bandcamp.com. It's a free project. I'll also put an internal link in for everybody else. That's a different link to it.
Just share your screen so you can see it, Mr. Wallace.
Say what?
Yeah, put the link in the chat too, man. That way they can
Share,
go ahead.
Share your screen. Share the Bandcamp screen.
Hey Gadget, can you make me a
No.
goddamn, what's the term?
Administrator?
Yeah, can you make me an admin right quick? I can put the link in the chat.
Right. I tried to put a bootleg version of the link in the chat, but it's not clickable. So
Yeah.
Yeah. See that?
I don't know. You did it before, and then you took it off.
Did I?
Yep.
Hey, Gadget, what's up, man?
What up, man? You get the car on the road yet?
Get the tags tomorrow.
All right.
Oh shit.
That's what's up for you. Got a whip, new whip.
Yeah, I get it tomorrow. I had some other shit I had to take care of real quick. I had your boy here, Gadget.
Who? Yes.
Man, you already know.
Pop.
Yeah, man.
I've got a song on the Nas tape.
Dude.
Pop.
No bullshit.
Yep.
Let's
talk
about the project like we talked about this Kanye bullshit.
No question.
So
let Wallace and RTO have the floor.
yeah.
So,
Hey, hold up. But can we just let each person who made the contribution talk about their mindset or talk about what
Yeah,
great
idea. Hurt. Great idea, Hurts.
That damn hurts. Using his brain.
I would love to hear that.
So who went first?
Go ahead, Wallace.
Yep.
All right. So real quick, when we first started talking about it, I wanted to do something that was kind of grimy. And it's a very grimy project. The mixing is, the mix fits the mold of the project. You got some real, it's really all over the place, to be honest, but it's some spots, it's lo-fi, It's West Coast. It's very representative of the stuff that we make and the stuff we like. So it's it really put Nas in perspective for me in terms of being an instrument. Nas is the thing that I think people like about Nas or hip hop fans like about Nas is how his voice and the content that he has, it just flow. It just flows so well in terms of on those beats in hip hop music. And each of us took a piece of his work and we interpreted it our own way. And I'm real proud of how it came out. I never would say it's perfect. And it may still be some additional uploads tonight. I don't know, like the Life of Pablo. But everybody did really, really well, man. And I'm real proud of it. That's all I got to say.
What I heard
Nas,
before it was released, when you was back here, Wallace, that shit was hot. Everybody did a good job.
Oh fuck.
Hey, CX gave seal of approval. Got to be dope.
Now, fuck you niggas, man. You niggas was hot, man. I was just fucking with y'all.
I'm about to say because I remember begging CX to get on this joint. Paul.
Nah,
Yeah.
man, I'm saying.
hey,
Yeah,
that shit was
been
hot,
perfect.
man. Wallace played them Jones when he was over Hill Prop House. That shit was hot.
And CX came in like, I'm Tyrone.
Right.
On what?
Just then.
So Mental got track number 2. He's not on here, is he?
Yeah, track number 2. He got the first official song, and Wide Body come next. And
If I could, on the intro,
I was running it down so I was talking about the tracks in the order that they are on the track.
So on the intro, it begins with that Ninth Wonder conversation a little bit when he's talking about he got the Nas call
with him and E. Jones.
And then it actually has a clip from an old Scratch Magazine interview behind the beats for LG, the producer. Gadget asked people all the time, who would you work with? And my man was like, if you could work on an album with somebody and keep them for like a month, who would it be? And he was immediately like, Nas, and that kind of kicks everything off. So then everybody kind of gives their own interpretation.
What made you guys pick Nas in the first place?
Well, I had a gang of Nas acapellas. And I think there's only a large collection floating around on the internet of acapellas. I got Big, Nas, Pop, Talib Kweli. I got a gang of Busta Rhymes. I got a gang of KRS-One. And for me, and I think Jay-Z has been done to death. So for me, it's just an opportunity to do something different. We make music through CMA. We work on our own individual projects. It's just an opportunity to put something else in the tool belt. So that's why I always want to do Nas though. This is the first time I've ever done Nas. Pause.
Me too. Oh.
Yeah, I never done a Nas track before either.
It's actually my second one, but it's been a while.
This is actually my second remix. Big was my first remix. This is my second remix. Period.
I did a Nas jump like 3 years ago, but I ain't never put it out.
To me, the album I would say is it's got the low end theory. Definitely, it's definitely bass driven. Like it's gonna have your speaker slapping. I'm gonna say that like it slaps. So
hey man, y'all niggas too modest for me, man. Y'all, stop all that modest shit, man. Say and speak your truth, man.
Yeah, man, talk
modest.
that shit, man.
Talk that shit. Yeah, talk that shit.
Y'all heard that?
Hey, y'all put a lot of work into this shit. Y'all seen it. Well, it ain't nothing really. But fuck that. Hey man, look, I was beasting. I had the best drums, nigga. The best. Oh.
Okay. I tried to obliterate Timberland shit. That was my goal. Okay, because
there we go.
My MO has always been, I'm gonna take the song that most people don't like, and I'm gonna turn it into a motherfucking hit. That's my MO. So when I saw he had the acapellas to "You Owe Me," I was like, you know what? That beat is kind of happy as fuck. So what I'm gonna do
Yeah.
is I'm gonna put some soul in that shit. I'm gonna put some jazz in that shit and make it something for the jazz lounge. It's still a
Right.
party record, but it's for the grown folk.
Okay.
You
Okay.
dig? So that's pretty much that. And I hope when y'all hear it that y'all get that feeling.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow. Well, when I approached made you look. I hated the way that the sample came in, and I love Jada Kiss. I love Luda's flow, and I always respect Nas, one of my top five. So I wanted to make something that had a little bit more disrespectful shit going on, and I think it deserved that. So that's why my approach was for it.
All right,
Hell
so I
yeah.
did Bunny is My Bitch and the rename Legal Tender. Basically, that song, what's that song was on? I forget the original album that song was on, but I didn't
I
like that
am.
song. Oh yeah, I am. I didn't like that. That song was very fucking late '90s, 2000s beat. Like that's I never really did like that song, but I like the lyrics. I just the song, yeah, I'm cool. So I just definitely wanted to flip that, put my shit on it. You know, I'm trying not to be pause worthy, but do my sauce on it and whatnot. Tried to come crazy with the bass and everything. It's very RTO on it. I tried to get a little fancy and shit, so you'll hear that.
Of
It's
course, of
it's a
course.
slapper, man.
It is a baseline driven album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Black Mav ain't here, but Black Mav has three different joints on here. And
Damn.
Damn.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
he
Mav
sent
got
in
three
multiple
joints.
joints. He
Yeah.
sent in multiple joints,
Wow.
and they was
And we
just all
needed.
so crazy.
Yeah, it's like fuck it, shit. It's dope enough to throw on there,
Wow.
so fuck it.
Hey, well, that's
It's just
math
how
for
it
you.
Right.
happened. It wasn't a thing of each person got one track or whatever. Anybody could have
Oh yeah.
submitted.
No,
However,
I
it
remember
didn't
that
really matter.
conversation very clear. We were all on the
Yeah,
hangout, and
yeah.
Mal wanted us to pick, and then we was like, "Shit,
Hey,
all them
just throw
shits
that shit
go,
on
Right.
here,
Put
man.
all them
Fuck
shits on
it.
there.
to
Why
all them
not?
shits
me,
go."
to
Because at the
me,
Wow.
I
time,
think, to
Yep.
me personally, I think Mav got the joint. Like, I love the last joint. Like
Yeah, yeah.
Pop's joint. That's the one to me. That's a perfect song. Like I fucking love that song.
That's
So
the one we go to radio with, and
yeah,
we get the people.
that's the joint to me.
yeah, I see that.
Not,
Yeah.
not. And I'm not talking about like today's radio. I'm talking about just the one we shoot at the people. Pause. You know, like that. That will grab everybody.
Shit, I
Wide
heard.
body's joint, energetic as fuck.
Of
Mental
course.
joints, stupid. He got the single, so you know that's
Like
he
from
got
the
the
initial,
He got the
yes,
lead single.
when we were
yeah, he
first
got
putting
the
it
lead
together, we
single.
was like, yeah, that's the jump
That's
off
the
right there.
single.
Great tempo setter, and that's why it's track one.
Yes.
I would guess, but also we got four more videos dropping. You
Uh
know,
huh.
so be on the lookout for that. I
For
think
sure.
Stacks is up next.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I got one stupid ass grimy song. I mean, this
Yeah.
motherfucker grimy lo-fi dirt grit as fuck. As Killing Fields. That shit. Don't be expecting to
Yeah.
hear some high clarity fidelity shit there. Like
Yeah.
that shit dirty as fuck. So if you want
Right.
some
And
more
that's what
grimy
I'm
shit,
saying. That,
you want some
that's the
grimy
thing.
shit.
It's kind of dirty.
Yeah, it's definitely gritty.
Right.
Um,
That's what's up.
Dixie knocked it out of the park once again. He ain't gonna say that, but I will.
Of course.
I ain't
I
do
like
shit.
that joint. And then this motherfucker AS over here, he gonna be fucking talking shit about his track too. But I love his track as well.
Man.
Like I just the way the shit flow. I I I I it's hard because going back to listening to Big, I still say I think it's more polished than Big. But when I
Mm.
say that, I mean more. I think the beats are better, like higher quality beats.
Sonically,
I just think the beats just you could tell the growth. You could see the growth. I would say that.
Mm.
But with
Oh, that's true.
the big joint was meaningful though. You know, that came out on
That's
the
our baby.
25th anniversary and everything, so
You
they
can you,
definitely had
you,
meaning.
you,
But
can
Man.
man, we're trying to be serious here. Damn it!
On the big jump, you can see the growth.
God damn.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey,
I think mine was easy though.
Wallace, you gonna send those waves?
You can just go
Just
to the
download the wave.
page and
Yeah,
download.
download.
You can
That's what
Oh,
I
download
okay.
the
did.
wave now.
I thought those was all MP3s.
No, you can do wave. You can
No,
choose
you
what
Oh,
you
can.
want.
okay.
You just go to buy it and put 0 for the price, and then
I actually sent $5 for your just a tip for your pause.
Yeah, I did too.
For the
straight up.
trouble, you know.
Yeah, I finally
Pause.
beat AS at
Nigga,
buying a fucking album first, so I feel good
Yeah,
about
There was
that's
that.
no
why I
other way
like,
for me to
damn
say that.
RTO.
Rest. What's the shit called? What's the other word for a tip?
Um,
Donation.
nah,
When you rest them up.
gratuity,
Oh,
gratuity.
gratuity.
Gratuity. Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause I know,
but
this mixing and mastering shit is not an easy walk in the park, especially an entire
Hey,
project.
hell no. I mean, well, I'll just briefly speak on mine. I think it was relatively easy because I did Thief's theme. I was just salty that he used that same damn beat. So I figured, like, whatever I do is going to be an improvement. So I just picked the first thing that caught my ear and threw it together.
this shit
Hopefully,
worked
people
though.
enjoy it.
It worked.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
I do too.
So,
Shit,
I did a
I
quick
love it.
skim through. I'm gonna listen to it all day tomorrow. Let's see.
I think it's
Okay.
definitely well put together with the skits and everything. It flows. Like,
I mean, it's
Right.
pause.
14 tracks.
I like it. I like it. I'm tired though. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah, I
bet.
bet.
some
Well, yeah, shit. That
some
goes without
elements of it,
saying.
some elements of I kind of gave it a final run through today, this evening, just to make sure. And I'm happy with it. I'm relatively happy with it sonically. But like I was saying in the chat, I feel like I need to kind of like take apart my mixing workflow and just kind of start over because I've been inundated with information about you should do this, you shouldn't do this, you should do this, you should do this, instead of relying on my ears.
Uh-huh.
And so I start overthinking stuff. Like, I put a limiter on the master bus, and then I'm reading places where people don't put a limiter on the master bus. So it's like, let me do what I want to do instead of trying to
Uh-huh.
curtail everything I'm doing to the because that's all I do. Like when I'm on my way to work, I like put a video on YouTube talking about mixing and ride 40 minutes to work and listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Or put it on, have it on in the crib and stuff like that. So I'm always trying to learn more and see what other people are doing to steadily improve because I'm very passionate about it. But this kind of taught me like I need to slow down and just kind of focus on taking each piece of it and making it as good as possible and stop
Uh-huh.
fucking tripping over shit. You know,
What I
but that's
learned
me.
in creating this in that joint, uh, especially when you got a singer on the song, like it's very important to find the key of the song,
Oh,
Oh
hell
yeah,
or
yeah.
no
you will
Oh my
get
doubt.
god.
Yeah.
exposed. You may be able to get away with it a little bit with a rapper, but when it's a singer on there, that shit will
Oh, yeah.
expose. It will expose you.
Oh yeah.
So I had to make it my business to figure out what key that song was in first before I even did anything else.
Hey,
And then the bass line that y'all hear is probably like the third bass line. I went through two different, you know, uh bass lines and they just didn't feel right. So I just kept like, you know what? You think like you say, Wallace, you thinking too much. Just play what Genuine is singing and
Uh-huh.
then call it a day. And sometimes
Yeah,
what makes the most sense or what's simpler is is what works.
I think that it showed everybody. I'm looking at the track list right now, and it showed everybody in their individual lane real well,
Yeah, I
real
would agree.
well. You know, um, that mental joint. As soon as I heard that, because he was one of the first people to send me his. and I was like, oh, this about to be out of control. You know, his song pretty much stayed the exact same the entire man, like the entire time that the project was being put together. It never changed, except
Mm.
I put a little mute in it with the dirty old man kind of drop in it. But other than that, that's it. And then Stacks. Let's not forget about Stacks. Quentin
Yes, I
Barrett
love
came
Stack.
out and gave
Yeah,
us a little bit of he preached,
Our big
you
Rube.
know,
Right, right.
yeah,
a big
basically.
rule. He was, you know, but it's interesting. He always kind of has a way of like connecting these artists to things that we should learn about ourselves as men, and things that we should learn about ourselves as musicians and stuff. And I think he did a good job of that here. So technically,
Yeah, shout out to QB, man.
yeah, no doubt, the third Black Math joint is technically a bonus track. Technically, it should only be 13 joints on there, but his that last one it just fit, man. It fit very well.
I'm
Pause.
gonna say I think that's the perfect closer.
Yeah,
Yes, it is, and you called that.
yeah, you did RTO because I was trying to get y'all to move it up further in the sequence, but I listening to it, it's perfect at
Yeah,
the end.
it's like because you leave the joint is it that like that the joint puts like a smile on your face, and it's just like yeah, man. Like, well, at least to me it do like that. I just love that fucking
I'll
song.
say this: I'm jealous I didn't make that track. That's how good it is.
Yeah,
That's how good it is. Like it's that track that, like I said, listen. I mean, it's dope shit up and down this album, and there's some shit that's for this crowd or that crowd. But that
Yeah,
track, that's that hit
God,
single that the record label begged them for in the '90s. That's not when I say hit single, not pop. I'm not don't confuse it with pop and mainstream. I'm just talking about that song that everybody can relate to, everybody can listen to. You know,
yeah.
I can
like
see I
if
can see
that
my
song
wife
when it
listening
came,
to that,
yeah,
driving down the street in her car. I can listen. I can hear my. I know I would listen to it. You know, I can even see my kids liking that.
like if that joint came out during the '90s, it would be on the box. That shit would be dialed all the time on the box.
Yeah, it pretty much transcends all groups.
Yeah,
And I think it's a perfect representation of him as an artist and a singer because he's really the only person out of us that kind of actually performed on one of these remixes.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's fantastic. I think he did a great job. I think
Well,
he
we
did a
could have
really good
had
job. I'll be right back. We could have had
Sure.
CX.
Digger. We could have had Diggerhurst because Diggerhurst did that on the Big album too.
Yeah.
Performed on his track. And Jay Bishop.
Yep.
I'm gonna
I scrapped mine.
I'm gonna listen to it tomorrow.
Yeah, I
Okay.
I'm
scrapped
gonna give it an
mine.
in depth to listen tomorrow. Like I skimmed through it before I got on the call, but
The crazy thing was the track I was gonna use when we was over Hill Pop House, the one where we was live and I was messing around with it.
Yeah.
I finally heard the song what it sounded like with the beat to it over my man house, and it was the Get Down tune
mm,
where you just
Oh,
sample the
okay.
whole
Yeah,
James
yeah, yeah,
Brown
yeah, yeah.
shit.
The
All
first
right.
song on the whatever that album was, the very first song. I know what you're talking about.
And I was like, damn, he just rapped over the whole damn song, the
mm,
whole sample.
Yeah, it was the only. Yeah, the only thing that was a hook on that song.
Like, damn, he used the whole goddamn sample.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I
And shout
just
out to Miss AS for the cover too.
yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Did a thing.
Shout out to the wife. Yep. Always hooking it up.
Yep.
Try to keep things uniform. At
Mm,
least until whatever the next joint is we do.
yep. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of making beats. I'm making beats, man.
It's like, man,
I ain't
Hey,
made no beats in so long, man. God damn.
what do you guys think Nas's best song lyrically is?
Lyrically,
Lyric,
ooh,
well, you asked me.
ah,
I mean, lyrically, damn, that's a
man,
hard one.
that's
man, that's a hard one. I
I
always
just
think
say my
about
favorite
I gave you
song.
power.
yeah. I gave you
Yeah,
power for
that's.
sure.
I just say my favorite song is "I Gave You Power." So
I
that's
gave you power. Rewind is another one that stands out of my mind for lyrics because he's telling the story backwards and he killing the metaphors on that shit too. Um, I don't know, Gadget. That's tough.
I'm
You
gonna
what do
named
you
say
one of
think?
New York State of Mind.
That's
Yeah,
another good one
I
too.
I
them.
I, I love One Love, and I absolutely love Memory Lane sitting in the park. The way he
yeah.
narrates that, man, it's like it puts you in Queensbridge, like it puts you on a park bench
Mm-hmm.
or something when he
Yep.
spit that. And that's not to say the rest of his discography ain't spellbinding or whatnot, but yeah, I think about my favorites. Like, I mean, even when you think about it ain't hard to tell. Like the lyricism in that. People criminal slang get in like a violin, and like Leviathan, the people let me try again. Like
Yeah,
it's like damn, like what?
Like that ain't no everyday rhyming right there.
Yeah,
Nah,
Hell no. Especially at the age he did it too.
right.
Right.
Come
I
on,
Wisdom be
sip the
man.
leaking
John
out my
P.
grape.
Watching Gandhi.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would have to say it's a tie between that and what's the joint that he did for the Zebrahead soundtrack?
Oh,
I
halftime,
forgot about that.
halftime,
Halftime.
halftime. But I think my favorite off of that album it had to be it's got to be sitting in the park, memory lane, and represent love represent.
And the
Like
world is yours. That's gonna be my
and
Yeah, and that one too. Of course, that one.
man.
and to speak to the greatness of a Nas, it's and I've said this before, but it's funny how my favorite Nas project was an album of scraps.
Lost Tapes.
You
The
know,
lost tapes.
the lost tapes from beginning to the end. Like I love all. I can say I love
Durag,
all of them,
yeah,
but
yeah,
that man, that was a scrap album of from scraps from different albums over the years, and that was dope. But the thing that always drew me to Nas
yeah.
is like the very first thing I ever saw from him was "Whose World Is This? The World Is Yours," and I just remember like saying, "Man, he reminds me a lot of myself." Like very like somewhat shy at that age, at least. I ain't met no strangers these days, but at that age, I really want to talk to people and shit. And just he really wouldn't looking in the camera and all that shit. It's like this is different, you know. I remember saying, man, this cat's different. Like everybody else, they all wild in the camera and shit, but he just kind of like just on some chill shit and just spitting.
Hmm. No
I
doubt.
remember I remember when I first, back in the day when Main Source was doing their thing and he jumped
Mm,
on that Main Source live at the
live at the
barbecue.
barbecue.
I
Crazy,
was like,
man.
wow,
But
man. I said this youngin is nasty, man.
but you know what, man? But that joint he did the back to the grill again joint with third base,
Mm.
Red Hot Lovertone and Search. We were talking about waving the automatic guns at nuns. I was like, man, what the fuck is
Right, like
this dude? And then I went to
You
I went
know,
to New York for the summer, man, and my uncle he had third returns. I mean the 36 chambers, and he had Illmatic in the truck in the Jeep.
mm,
And like he's the uncle who always put me on the music, like put me on the shit. And so we riding through New York, man, pumping that Nas. I'm like, shit. Needless to say, when I came back home down here, I had that tape with me
of course.
because that winter or spring or whatever when it dropped, I had already seen it ain't hard to tell, but I never went to go get the project. Then I went to New York. I ain't had to get it because he always gave me what I wanted. And I got blocked.
um, And like I said, most people say like, Nostradamus and I Am were shit albums, but to me, I actually like I Am. I don't love it as much as Illmatic and Stillmatic and It Was Written, but I like it. I can listen to it. And Nostradamus is as bad as that album, quote unquote, is. Like some of my favorite Nas songs are on that album. So, and I say all that to say, even when a person's at their worst, if they can still wow you with one or two tracks or three
But
from
you
that
know the thing,
supposed terrible project, it's like,
yeah.
man,
The
what
crazy
what
thing
what can
about
they
it
do
is,
when they own?
you know what's crazy? When the person's in that mode and creating said body of work, they don't look at it like we look at it because they're painting the picture. You know, so they
Mm-hmm.
don't look at it where if this is a terrible album because if it's terrible, most artists if it's like if of that caliber, if it's terrible, they're not going to put it out. So what
I
we
can't
did,
pick
like
it up.
this is like even with Common's Universal Mind Control. I hated that album when it first dropped because it wasn't what I was
What
used
you
to
want?
coming from Common. But when I went
Mm-hmm.
back to listen to it, I'm like, man, this is pretty dope because when you think about it, the production or even the production that's on it, it's still hip hop. It's kind of reminiscent of some old
Some old
Bambaataa,
about it.
Bambaataa,
Yeah.
yeah, Bambaataa stuff. So I'm like, okay, but I had to mature enough to know that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, you know, like most fans are like, man, if it ain't this, I don't want it. You know, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to even, engage it or whatever. I even had to go back and listen to Nostradamus and be like, you know what? This project wasn't it ain't really bad. It's not, I am or Illmatic or it was
Right,
written, but it's still a solid piece of work.
right. Some of us have angels joint. I should love that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the project that's supposed to be his worst, some of my favorite joints by him is on that album.
And you know what? And I would disagree with people when they say that Nas don't know how to pick beats or whatever. I think he picks the beats that speak to him the most in order to convey his message. That's what I get out of it.
I don't go that far with it and say he don't know how to pick beats, but he has picked some that left me, like, man,
We're real
okay,
questionable.
what are you hearing here? I mean, but but everybody ear is different. We know that as producers. What I think is dope, somebody else may think it's trash. So
I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you a story. There's an artist here in Memphis I've worked with in the past, and I always when I get up in the morning on Sundays, I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I always make like anything just to kind of shake the rust off of the morning and get it going. And so I was demoing beats for her, and she was like, "Oh, stop! What's this?" I mean, the beat was so whack. I mean, to me it was whack because it was just I had just hodgepodge some shit together. And
mhm.
she ended up picking that beat. Like, I want this beat right here. I want to buy this beat right here. So I'm like, you want this shit? So I had to go back in and kind of listen and give it, give it some variation or whatever. And before the album dropped, another person came along and added some rock guitars to it and stuff, and it kind of balanced it all out. But that's why I try not to ever get rid of beats even if I think they're whack, because it's always somebody who had a different ear than you that hears something within something that you don't hear, or it don't speak to you in a certain way. It speaks to them, and you can see a profit off of it.
Yeah,
Which
you
I
ain't gotta
like I
tell me. You ain't gotta tell me, Hurts. That bullshit that Camadonna picked for me.
oh man, I don't believe you, brother. But yeah, I got you. If Cap thought it was dope, you got to come
Man,
on with it, brother. I don't believe you.
man, all my shit is whack. That's how I look at it.
You know
Man,
what?
sounds familiar.
Hey, you said you're not from Chicago?
Huh?
Man,
I know your accent says otherwise, but you sure you ain't from Chicago?
hey man, look,
Just
he's
checking,
keeping it
man.
real, man. He's keeping it real. That's all.
He's speaking his truth, huh?
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what
Speaking
I
his
don't
truth.
care about. I don't care about the beats, man. I be throwing this. I don't throw them away, but I just, you know how it is when you on an MPC or whatever machine, whatever you save, you just make the beats and you never really,
Stockpile. You just stockpile. You
yeah,
don't go
you
back to them.
nope,
Yeah, that's me. I
nope.
stockpile out. And then, it's funny. A guy asked me about a beat that on Instagram the other day that I did, and I was like, damn, I wish he'd have caught me before I pushed the power button on this shit. But it was, and matter of fact, it wasn't even. I was talking to Mav, bro. I was talking to fucking Mav
Uh,
and on the phone, and I was moving some stuff around, and I fuck around and hit the power button on my power strip, and fucking lost it. I'm like, God damn. You're like, what? I'm like, man, the damn beat I just posted earlier, man. I just erased the shit and I forgot to say.
Shit, that done
But
happened to
man.
me a couple times.
no, but you know, my thing is, I don't fall in love with beats like I used to. Now, I used to start when I first started making, I would say anything. Now I'm like, yeah, you know what? If I come back home for lunch and it's still playing, and if I don't like it, I'll erase it. I'll cut it off. And people are like, why you
Man.
do that? Like, because I feel like if whatever I create, if people want it that bad, or if I want to do it, I can go back and create it.
Yeah, they always want the ones you don't like. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah, that is the crazy thing. Every beat I hate, people like, oh, that's dope. I'm like, really? You want this trash? Like,
Yeah,
I'm like, all
that's
right.
how it be, man. They be like, dudes be on Instagram, hit me up, man. That beat you did, man, the other day. I'm like, what beat? I said, man, you gotta like it or something to let me know what it is, or write a comment.
Because if
And
people
that's
don't
how,
tell me the name of them, I don't. Hey, there ain't nothing I can tell you about it. Like if you don't tell me if I named it, you better tell what the name is because I do so much shit and stockpile so much stuff that I don't know. I don't know names. I mean, if you give me a name, I can go in and find it. But you know, if you like that joint you play, like man, I got a lot of shit on here. But what are you talking about?
man, that's just like the jump when we did the Uber jump. Man, when Gazzy did that,
Man, I don't even want to talk
man,
about the Uber joint.
man, them
Woo.
motherfucking beats was like from 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago,
I don't give a shit. I don't want to talk about it.
and
Man,
all that shit
sore
was
subject.
FL Studio.
This dude flipped the
Man,
knowledge. I was like, you know what, man? I got a knowledge joint in the stash of my ex. And I said, man, I went right for that folder and deleted it. Like, hell no. I won't
No,
be playing this
that
shit.
was recent. That was recent.
I don't care what it was. When I be playing my shit.
exactly. Like,
No sir.
I flipped that in Ableton
mm,
Oh shit.
without the push.
Man.
yeah, yeah. No surprise there.
Nah,
like that.
not at all.
I don't know, man, but that's I learned that a while ago, man. When I used to be working on a beat, and you might got somebody over your house, your homeboy or something, and they might be listening while you making a beat, and you be like, man, fuck this shit, man, and just turn that shit off or just start a whole new joint. They be like, dudes, you tell me like, no, man, do not delete that, man. Don't this, that, no. You never know. And I'm like, you right. So I just started saving them. Started saving that shit, man. Started
Indeed.
saving.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
I need to do more of that, but I don't even make as many beats as I used to anyway. So,
Me,
Hey, well,
ain't nothing wrong.
wasn't there an album where Nas did a beat?
was it?
Shit, what album was this?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I remember,
Mm.
I remember getting a 12-inch. Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
It's
know what,
12 inch.
brother? Please don't share that with us.
it's it said produced by Nas. I swear it did.
Hmm.
Oh well, Google is your friend.
Yeah, that's new to me.
Hold on, let me see. We probably got a co-producer credit for adding his little spice to it, adding his little opinion to it.
It might have been. Was it I Can? Where he got.
That was Salon Remy, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think he did. I think he might have did co-production or something.
You know,
Hey,
man.
he might,
You know
I
what?
think he did talk
I think
about
you're
that.
right. I think you're right because as soon as I type that in,
He talked about
that's
that
the
on
first thing I
Questlove
saw.
Supreme, but I don't remember what he said.
He might have gave him the
Yeah,
sample.
that's right.
And it was something about the kid that was playing playing the piano in the video. He said something about her too. She's doing something real major now.
Okay. What song did Kanye West produce for Nas?
It was unreleased.
He
Yeah,
he was on the some people like
yeah.
the
It was.
Dreamer joint.
Yeah,
And that's on Nas's album. That's on the Hip Hop Is Dead album.
And didn't he do an album with? I mean, didn't he do a record with Rakim and Nas? Kanye?
Rakim, Nas, and KRS-One,
Yeah,
classic.
Oh
classic.
yeah, the classic
yeah.
joint.
They
That's fine.
classic. Yeah,
That
Yeah, that
shit,
was
that
dope.
boy, man,
yeah.
that is like a hip hop. That's like an MC Dream collaboration right there. Like
I think Premier did that though.
He did the remix of it, but
he
then
did the
it was
remix of it.
yeah, then it was what Rick Rubin did the original joint, I think.
Shit, make
On
hip hop
the
great again.
classic joint.
Yeah, because it was
Man.
really the beat was slow.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Premier, no,
Yeah,
Premier did the OG.
yeah. Premier
Uh,
did it. He did the scratches and everything.
I thought he
but it
did the
wasn't.
remix.
Kanye was on the track.
Right.
But in some factions of it, they ex Kanye out. uh, but so it's just KRS-One, Nas, and Rakim. Uh,
I'll say this. I don't know if his album gonna drop next month or whenever it's supposed to drop, but I hope this one give it a run for its money.
What the
hmm.
oh, you mean the Kanye supposed Kanye Nas joint?
hmm
I
Yeah.
rather have a Premier Nas album, a Pete Nas
Or
album,
or a
Yeah.
Pete or a Large Professor Nas album.
especially that,
Yeah.
especially that.
Large Professor is definitely like my sample based producers that he's definitely in my top 5 for me.
Yeah.
Who people I just like listening to.
He was gonna
I
be
just I just I just, I just like hearing dude talk. Hey,
Super New York. That's the
yeah,
most
he's super New York, man. When I saw him
But
at A3C last year, man, he was like, man,
he
he
is.
was on
But
his
he
New
ain't
York shit.
brash though.
no.
He's still humble.
You need to hear him on that that locomotive joint on Life is Good.
Oh yeah, he wasn't too humble on that, but
Nah, he was talking this
he was
shit on that
playing the
one. Yeah,
part.
he was talking this shit on that. Dun, dun, dun.
As
Yeah,
he
that shit
should
is
on a
nice.
beat on a song. I'm talking about his interviews and shit. You don't really be going too crazy.
Yeah, nah. I mean, he was gonna be the subject of on that CMA assignment, the influence joint we supposed to do.
Mm.
It was gonna be a large professor. If I
Oh
finished
yeah.
it. Yeah, but I didn't get a chance to finish that one.
You would have hated it too.
Would you guys
Probably
consider
so.
B-sides an album?
B side.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Lost Tapes. Would y'all
Out of
consider
Lost
that
Tape.
an album?
It was released like one, but
Right.
I don't know if you can really say it is.
Because I think
I
after
always
I
Yeah,
think
I
after,
always refer to it as project.
it's an album because it didn't have a lot of pub behind or major release, but just like when you get a greatest hits album, it still counts. It still counts. You
so
know,
after Illmatic, that's my favorite Nas album.
the
I can
Lost
see.
Tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can respect that.
And
I say
like
it's my
it was
favorite
written.
project to listen to.
You like that more than it was written? It was written.
I would have to say yeah, because there's a couple of Jones it was written that I wasn't too fond of. It wasn't trash, but I just didn't like.
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you one you probably didn't like. Suspects.
I have to. Yeah, that was okay.
Suspects. If there's no way in hell you can listen to that album and not love Shootout because I love Shootout.
Shootouts is like damn near
That
the
was
number
dope.
one song
Yeah.
besides
Fucking Shootout. Trying to see what else you probably didn't like. You probably didn't like Black Girl Lost.
I did. Yeah.
He probably like Black Girl Lost. I can see him liking that.
Nah,
Oh, I love
not
Black
Dick.
Girl Lost.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that? Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah, I
trying
like
to,
that.
it ain't much on that that you. Oh, look, man. Let me look at
I have to listen to it again, but I remember I bought that CD. It was always one song that I always skipped.
Right.
Mine
I gotta
Black
go back
Girl
and listen
Lost
to it
was
again.
mine, but
Nah.
You don't like Black Girl Lost?
nah. As soon as I hear all that God body, whoop, I go right to the next song.
Hey,
Not
what
that
real
No,
niggas at?
star.
no,
That
no
guy,
disrespect, why body.
that guy body shit. Oh yeah, that's right,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yep,
Hell yeah, that guy body. Back to after that guy body shit.
yep. Right to the
What
next
you say?
track.
Not that right star. Some kind of
Right, not
something.
that white
Not
stuff.
that white
White
star.
stuff.
White
Yeah,
star.
Dixie, you probably didn't like Nas is coming. You probably didn't like
I'm about to skim. I'm
Hold
about to go back
on,
through this album again.
man. I
Huh.
don't know why motherfuckers be hating
I
on
thought that
Nas
was
is
dope.
coming, man.
I like that
Nas
one.
is
That was
coming
dope.
was dope as fuck.
I had to get back to y'all.
The only song that I probably would have skipped over on this album was actually nothing, because everything on here was a playable joint. You could play this shit all the
Yeah.
way through.
That's why that's my favorite album.
Now if I had to pick a weak link on here, it was gonna probably I didn't like Suspect too much, but you know it tied Black Girl Laws and Shootouts together. So you know what I'm saying.
You didn't like well at least the beats of Suspects though?
I like the
So
beat on stuff.
yeah, beat the beat. But I like the whole song. I'm just saying if I had to pick one that I could skip over, it'd probably be that. Because you know why?
I'm
You
gonna
know
go
why?
through it real
Because
quick.
I'm trying to get the shootout. Because shootout, like
Yeah.
Right.
when Nas,
Suspect,
man,
yeah, if you're trying to get the shootouts, I can see you skipping
yeah,
Suspects.
like with
Yeah.
I get
Nas,
that.
with Nas is like, you know, a lot of these songs on this album, it's like his storytelling is like with shootout, the storytelling on that is so vivid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
The same with I Gave You Power. I Gave You Power is so vivid. You know.
But for me, I just remember when I first listened to the Lost Tapes, man. I fucking heard like Purple and all that shit, man.
Oh yeah,
I played that album.
Purple
all
that shit,
that
man.
time.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, Purple
I'm
that
talking
shit,
about
man.
like
Do
I listened to
Rag,
that album.
Purple.
It's a
Yeah.
bunch of them on there. The one
Everything on there is nice.
when he's talking about his birth. What was that one called? Papa was a gangster. Something he was saying.
That's Papa was a player. That's before that was
Papa was
Papa
a player.
was a player.
Yeah.
But his birth, the one you talked about, his birth was what's that joint called? Lost Tape is not even looked at as a studio album.
It's yeah.
How do y'all feel about If I Ruled the World?
I think it's okay. I'll turn
It
it
was
off.
okay.
before
I got
get
tired of it when
I
it first
can't-
came
Yeah,
out.
it
Cool.
played
a lot.
It got played out. It got
Yeah.
played out hella quick.
When you hear the single, you know, you like when I used to hear the single a lot. When I bought the album, I never listened to the single. So I was kind of glad that If I Ruled the World was last, but that means I ain't had to go all the way through to the end.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I made a tape, and I remember this tape. It was that had all them shits on it, and I took If I Ruled the World off, and I put Goodie Bag on.
Wow.
And I remember when Street Jeans would come on. I was like, why the fuck would he use the exact same beat as Pop? Like, it makes no sense. But over the time, I would like Street Dreams way better than All Eyes on Me. Over time, like I listen to that first if I wanted to hear that.
I'm tired of both of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
What do you
That
guys
shit's got played the fuck out.
what do you guys feel about Uchi Wally?
I can't stand
I was
Uchi
okay.
Wally.
I was okay
no
with it.
fucking way.
Let me tell you why. Because I was at a HBCU at the time. Them chicks used to go crazy when that song came on. Sometimes it's about your setting. Sometimes it's about your setting.
How come Dixie always equates his stories to his song with chicks? Dance.
Hey man.
Hey, it's just
Papa was a
the
player.
kind of guy he is, man.
Yeah.
It's just the kind of guy he is, man.
HBCUs.
Hey, and you know what? That's what's missing from today's song. Like, if you ask somebody what their favorite song is, and then they'll say Migos or whatever. Oh yeah, what were you doing when you?
There's no background to it. It was like, well, I was passed out in the club that day, and I remember someone tried to slip me a Mickey.
I don't know. It came on my Spotify playlist.
Oh, I ain't heard this shit in so long. Watch them niggas. I ain't heard that in forever.
What was Nas's best club banger?
Y'all tell me. I don't never went
Can
to
you can
clubs.
you can you can you say that?
Club banger would
Can you say?
what's
Can you
your
say?
price?
Can you
Probably
say?
hate me now.
Hey,
But club banger, club banger though.
You owe me was a club banger.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I said say your price.
Man,
Yeah, you owe me is what I meant to say.
I would say
Made you look.
made you look or Uchiwali.
That too, but I'm because you got to think about the time
But
too,
can we count
and the
Uchiwali though?
collaboration.
Huh?
If we gonna count Uchiwali, we gotta count the Lil Jon joint.
Lil Jon joint.
Little John.
That Braveheart, Lil Jon and Braveheart and Nas. I ain't never heard that.
Oh God.
I don't remember how that shit even go.
That must be on the Braveheart album, man.
It was on the Braveheart album. It was their second single after Uchiwali. It was because the video
Uchiwali
was
was a Nas song though, right?
Nah,
that was on Braveheart.
that was a Braveheart.
That was a Braveheart song?
Yeah.
Nah, shit.
Out of the Nas songs, I remember when I used to be in the club and they put on "Hate Me Now." I mean, I thought that was cool.
I hated that song.
You know what? I wouldn't listen to it any other time. But in the club, it went though. It went in the club though. I gotta be honest.
Oh shit. I want to say I used to hear "It Ain't Hard to Tell" in the club.
I wasn't
at the club at that time.
I don't know about that one.
Oh, where the fuck is Patrick McKay when you need him?
Hey, do I got Stack's number? Hold up.
I cannot be the oldest nigga on the Hangout no more. That nigga was going to the clubs when Curtis Blow was out.
Yeah, I was at house parties, but I wasn't in the club.
Y'all can stop it, man.
Okay, y'all.
That nigga was dancing to basketball.
Okay, I remember what it was. Nigga Hurst, I remember what it was.
What it was?
I say, Nas is coming. I should skip that shit every time.
Really?
I did.
I figured that was.
And it's a Drake beat too, and you
it don't matter.
That?
It don't matter who made it. I didn't like it.
What's wrong with y'all?
I like affirmative action, but I didn't like Nas is coming.
I think my favorite Dre produced Nas song is Phone Tap.
Mine too.
Really? I wonder why that Dr. Dre and LL joint didn't get no burn. Pause. I liked it.
What joint was that?
And that's the thing, they didn't promote it, but there's a video for it and everything. It's Nas.
I might have heard it. I forgot it.
It's called Zoom Zoom.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, it did. It did get some. It got some burn. That was that song that song was on commercials and some.
You know what? I know why. Because LL was fucking singing his verse. The first verse, he was damn near singing that shit. And I think that turned a lot of people off. But then he was busting on the second verse though. But yeah. Let me see if I got Stack's number here, man. Hold up. I remember that.
I think people killed the Firm album. I like the Firm album.
Yeah, Firm album wasn't bad.
To it.
It was okay. I remember I bought that. I didn't have buyer's remorse. I remember
that. The joint with them rapping over the Tina Marie. I love that song.
Oh, Firm Biz. Yeah, that shit did.
Firm Biz.
Okay, I remember that song now.
Yeah, I just bought a brand new I bought a GoPro Hero 6 for my trip.
Okay.
Before you go down that road, so RTO, listen to that track now. I like it better, but at that time, that track was Carmelo Anthony.
Wow. Okay, what that mean? What that mean? I'm dying to know what that means.
Damn.
Pause, but it's like a ball stopper. Like that alley, like you had so much, like you had this momentum.
It was different. It was different. I ain't gonna lie.
Like,
it was
what
different
the fuck,
from
man?
everything.
What happened to my mood?
It was different from everything else, but that
nigga, I remember I used to pause the game and get up and turn that and go to the next track.
Oh damn, man! Come on.
Wow, man.
It wasn't that. I always like that.
I fucked with Nas is coming, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, from the West Coast, your ears tailor made for that shit.
Boom,
I
boom,
thought it was
boom.
dope too.
I mean, it's just
okay.
it's the eerie sounds it's more than a beat than anything. But I know the lyrics too, mostly because them lyrics is on the fucking CDs. So I would just read them shits while I listen to it. But I like the beat more than anything. I'm always beat first, lyrics second.
But my favorite joint on that tape, that album is I Gave You Power.
Oh yeah, shit. That's without
Oh
doubt.
yes,
That
that's definitely
that's
fact.
a joint. I still know the lyrics to that shit.
Let me ask y'all
Man,
this: do y'all think the first Nas and Jay-Z collab was a letdown?
No,
Black Republican.
no.
I personally didn't. I wasn't really. It was okay.
Yeah.
I think the collab they did on American Gangster was better.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like I really like Wildfire's production, but it was just I don't know I just it was something wasn't right. Something wasn't there. I don't know what it was, but
Did
man,
do y'all think Trackmasters derailed Nas's career?
you know what? Great question because they asked Lon Remy that on Questlove Supreme, and his
Yeah.
answer was yeah. His answer was if
He
he
did what he
hadn't
had
have,
to do.
if he hadn't have done that and gone platinum, maybe he don't be around anymore. I don't
man,
know. I don't necessarily agree
I'm
with
on.
that.
Oh man,
I
I
wouldn't say
wouldn't.
it ruined him.
Nah,
I think what happened was he was trying to match the intensity of a bad boy. Because if you think about Trackmaster was his answer to the Hitman or whatever. And so if you look at all those
Actually,
tracks, yeah,
there's a
go ahead.
backstory. Shalon Remy gave a backstory. He said Marley Marl had a lot of joints on that album, but he
mm-hmm.
pissed Nas off because he was playing tracks on the radio he wasn't supposed to, and he was
Yeah,
putting some of his own artists on there without Nas' permission. So he scrapped all the Marley shit, and then he went and got with
Wow.
Trackman.
Oh, good pass.
Hey
Oh,
man,
sorry.
shut up, Hurts.
Must be
No,
ahead.
I'm just playing.
So Gadget, I got a
We
question for
we
you.
getting spanked right now.
Are you a Nas fan?
Yes.
Okay. I know I'm only asking because I never really heard you talk about him a lot.
You guys don't talk
So
about
that's
enough
why I
about
asked.
it, man.
I mean, he's in my top 5. I don't talk about Royce a lot, but he's like number 1 and 2 on my list.
Really?
Oh
Mm.
Nas
man,
has always been in my top
oh yeah.
five. Always. Like he's the most out of all the people in my top five. Like he's the one that's been constant over the years.
Yeah, he's my top. He in my top 10.
What five you got ahead of Nas? I'm just curious.
My top 5.
Rakim, Kane, Cool
Okay,
G, Carrots,
fair,
one,
fair, fair.
Slick
Okay,
Rick.
I got you. I got you. I forgot about them cats. Yeah.
I got
See,
in no particular order. I have Nas, Raekwon,
Mm-hmm.
Redman, Biggie.
mm,
I don't know, man.
all them great picks.
5 is gonna be a toss between Cool G Rap and Kane.
Mm.
Mm.
My top five is not necessarily based just on skill. It's based on what did their music do for me? How did they influence me? How much do I listen to them? And those five guys have always been the same. It's Jay, Nas, Scarface, Ice Cube, and Tupac. Like I listen to them more than anybody.
So
Okay.
let me ask you a question. When people do their top 5s, I think do we talk about this before? Do you have to include their discography?
Nah,
You
because
don't, you don't
Not
have to.
really.
Slick Rick
You
ain't
don't
got nothing
have to.
about 2 or 3 albums. So
But if
Right.
that one album, if you keep finding yourself going back to that one album your whole life, or that one album changed, like the Blueprint changed the way I saw the world. You see what I'm saying? It changed my perspective of things. Like that one album alone, for me, gets Jay in my top 5. For
I don't
me.
see,
And
I don't,
then Reasonable Doubt,
I don't see
then
how.
on a skill standpoint, Reasonable Doubt, man, he was like, that's on a whole nother level of just rapping.
I don't see how people don't have Biggie in their top 5 because
The-
he literally
Right.
changed rap when his
That's
album came out.
he listen, Big is the one I feel most guilty about because I love Biggie Smalls. Pause. It's just that the dude only because I'm being serious, man. Y'all pause him all you want, but Biggie is hands down one of the greatest to ever do it to me, and it's just because some sucker killed him
Wrong button.
and took him from us before we can get more work from him. It's
True.
like he just don't have the same body of work as those other guys because he didn't get a chance to. And it's not his fault. But I just got to go with the results.
Who do you think out of all the MCs to ever come out from the beginning of time, who was the most versatile MC?
Versatile?
I would have to say LL. LL had everything. He could do love songs. It's between LL and Drake, honestly.
I ain't counting Drake. He don't write it
Yeah.
around. Fuck him.
Well, all right. Well, LL.
I can see LL.
Stop hating on Drake. Drake dope, nigga.
Hey, you know what?
Hey,
He's
Hey, you know
very
what,
dope.
Gadget? I'll say Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
He can do the
Yeah,
same
I'm sitting
thing.
here
too.
thinking. I don't
Yeah,
know if
he
I
do.
can top your LL pick. I don't think I can top it. Pause.
LL can give you anything that you want, but
Right.
he's not one of them. Neither is Busta. Because I
Hold on.
we had the Rah Dragon Buster. Then
Hold
you
on,
had
hold on.
like
But LL is also a closer on his songs as well, on his posse cuts. So let's not
True.
forget that.
oh yeah, no
But-
doubt.
Yeah,
But
I mean-
to Hurt's point though, Buster survived the whole trap era and was killing them joints too.
True.
He
Yeah,
was killing them shit
Yeah,
with Wayne and them.
rhyme on anything.
yeah, he's
I
a
don't
versatile
know.
he's a versatile guy. But like Gadget said, it's hard to argue with LL.
It is.
It's amazing how people don't consider LL in their top 10. He's in my top 10. You know,
in my
of
top
all
10.
time.
Definitely.
Sure.
Definitely.
Now, and like I said,
He took an L. He took an L versus Cannabis. I can't front on that. He took an L. He took an L on that second round knockout shit. He took an L, but in his rebuttals were they were like subpar. But being that he had the cachet that he had, you know, people kind of like swept it under the rug, like oh, like Cannabis didn't do shit. But
and again, if you ask me, my best rapper list, it would look totally different from my favorite rapper list. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gave y'all my favorite rapper list, like the guys I listen to the most. But my best rapper list won't look nothing like that. Probably only shit. Nas may make it.
man, you like ESPN, man. You got too many stats, man.
No, it's just that it's different. Like, okay, like you can't put Tupac in the room with a Royce to 5'9". Like, it's just two different levels of MCing. But
think about the impact. But you know, like you said earlier, think about the impact that somebody like Tupac has had on just his impact. Like, so
when
he could be in a room with Royce, and although Royce is mega lyrical, he won't. No, well,
probably the weakest.
Like,
he's probably the weakest MC on my list out of those 5. There's no doubt he is. But when it comes to impact, influence,
Yeah,
he's probably number 1 out of all those guys. It's just he brings something different to the table. So I'm not just talking skill. When we're just talking skill, but Nas is probably going to be the only one that makes the other list off my list.
yeah,
I gotta go Kane. I gotta go Rakim. I gotta go fucking Eminem. KRS-One. I mean, there's a lot of guys with a lot of more skill. Chino XL. Roy.
Is Andre 3000 in anybody's top 10?
No, it's not fair.
No,
and I'm the biggest Outkast fan on this panel.
10, no.
You said it's not fair.
It's not fair because all those guys had to hold down whole albums by themselves.
Okay.
and so did he.
But he only rapped on one song.
Damn.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
So did he. Yeah.
I got you. But writing 3 verses and writing one or two,
because
most people, 1.5 is a big difference.
Because most people that I know on that double album, they love the Love Below way harder.
Me too. I hated Get
I
Em.
think we all like the Love Below more than Speaker Box.
Speaker Box was trash.
No, it wasn't all of Dix. It wasn't trash, bro.
Trash.
It just, hey, you know what it was? when I opened up my double album, The Love Below was first. If Speaker Box was first, The Love Below was first. So when I said, let me put this one in first. Pause. And I was like, man, you know what, Andre, this is a bumping album.
Dude,
so I was like, okay, let me go listen to Speaker Box.
Let me tell you,
Speaker Box was so I was like, okay,
hey, Hurts, the way you move. Hey, let me tell you, they got like no pun intended, but watch for the hook. Now people say watch for the hook. So when I heard the way you move, I was like, okay, Big Boy gonna have some shit on this album. Man, I put that shit in, dude. I down there through that shot of the window.
So you didn't like Bow Tie?
Man, I didn't even like the song with Jay-Z on it. Like,
what?
Crazy?
Oh man, come on, man.
No, that beat was whack, man.
Hey man, when I see you in Cali, man, we gonna take a ride, man. We gonna put Speaker Box in. We gonna take a ride.
Who said Bow Tie was trash?
Look, I'm probably the biggest Outkast stan in the world, but I'm objective. And that album was trash.
Man,
Speaker Box wasn't hella good, but I can't say it was trash.
It wasn't trash.
It had at least 3 good songs on there.
With the boom. That shit was trash.
No, nigga.
Who said that shit? Wallace?
Oh, you didn't like the Ludacris talking about swimming in the fallopian of the Ethiopian?
I bet you I can go in my CD case right now, look at The Love Below, it got hella scratches on it, and I look at Speaker Box and shit look brand new.
That's because you don't take care of your CDs.
Nah, nigga, that's because that shit got no place.
Like this. Think about it like this. Play the name game with it. Speaker Box or Way Too Funky by DJ Quick.
Way Too Funky.
Come on, Wallace.
Come on,
Wallace. That ain't fair.
No, hold up. Listen. Speaker Box versus the first Cool Breeze album.
Cool Breeze.
Cool Breeze.
Man, I got Wallace. I got that shit. Which one? It don't matter. A-Ball, MJG.
Speaker Box first coming out
Speaker Box was trash, man.
Speaker Box.
I mean, it's crazy. Speaker Box ain't gonna win because it only got like 3 good songs on it.
Man, hold
on. Love Below, you let the whole Love Below ride.
Yeah, I'm not debating that Speaker Box was
trash.
Good. It ain't trash. So I can't completely say it was trash, but
Big Boy cannot pick beats, man.
Hey man, you know what, man? Hey, Gadget, you have my permission to kick Dixie off of this channel right now, man.
Oh, Gadget probably loving me right now. This Outkast
slander.
Look, I look, man. I love me some Outkast, but Big Boy, he like these last 2 albums he put out.
Trash.
Okay,
and you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Big Boy, Big Boy a legend and all that. I got to give him his praise, but he's such trash that he made Janelle Monáe trash.
You ain't right, Wallace. You need
Janelle Monáe trash. Her last album, this new album.
We are taking your Outkast car, buddy.
Look, I love me some Outkast, but Big Boy cannot pick beats.
He played his role, but everything else has been garbage.
But back to the original question. I mean, I just don't think it's fair to the other MCs who got to hold down 3 verses for every 12, 13, 14, 15 songs by themselves. You know,
right?
That's why I never put 3 Stacks in my top 5 for that reason. And that was a former rapper. I know how hard that is to do.
Dixie, I don't even know who you are anymore, man.
Hey, man, I'm telling the truth. I would have said this years ago. That's the only reason why I don't put him in my top 5 now. You want to talk groups, nigga? They number 1, Uno. But you want to talk
Andre?
No, but as a group, as a unit, Big Boy, he was needed. You needed that you couldn't
put any one of the rest of Goody Mob with Outkast, and it would still be an all-time.
You could probably put Gift in Outkast, and you wouldn't probably wouldn't miss a beat. You could put Gift in there.
I don't think so.
I don't know, man. They'd be better.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Because you know what? Because actually, Gift and Andre are like kindred spirits. You know what I'm saying? Like Big Boy, Cool Joe, and Timo. they pretty much is the same. Are the
But
same. Matter of fact, if I had a chance to regroup and and make him a 3-man squad, it'd be Gift, Andre, and CeeLo, and Good and Mild would be Cujo, Timo, and Big Boy. Plain and
let me
simple.
tell you
And they would
why.
have
Let
been
me tell you why I
trash
wouldn't
too,
do
just
that.
because
I'm
of
gonna tell
Big
you
Boy.
because hold on,
Hold on, Dixie. Hold
hold
on, Dixie. You said what, Wallace?
And they would have been trash just because of Big Boy.
Bro,
Oh
you are
man.
Damn,
lunching.
man.
Hey,
no,
you are lunching,
no,
bro.
Come
no. All
on,
right, now let me say
man.
what I gotta say.
I don't
First
call
of
nobody
all,
trash,
Outcast
but I'm
fans
telling
know what Outcast. Well, they pattern themselves out the tribe. You got the yin, you got the yang, you got the super complexity of a Q-Tip / Andre 3000, and you got the everyday gift of gab having players shit talking
Mhm.
dude from the South that reminds me of all my uncles. And the gift of gab that everybody ain't got that, but Big Boy
So
got
let
it.
me
You
ask
ain't
you
born,
this.
huh?
Let me ask you this. Would you rather have Fife or Big Boy? Thank you.
Fight.
Mm,
Fife.
Fight, of
fight.
Thank
course.
you.
I'd say
Thank
fight, man.
you.
But
Hold on.
but
What the hell kind of comparison? You acting like Fife was garbage.
But I'm
huh?
saying he said that Fife was the equivalent
No,
to Big
because they
Boy.
because
How many rappers
they're
could
No.
you put
because no,
above?
that's not
How
what
many
I said.
rappers?
I said that group. I said Outkast was modeled off of Tribe.
I know what he's
So
saying. He's comparing it
the
to and
complexity
how.
of one artist versus the
Yeah,
everyday cool,
yeah.
relatable
Dixie.
other artists. Yeah,
Dixie. I got love for you, but Big Boy trash.
no, he's not. Let me tell you
Okay.
why. Because even from a sonic perspective, you listen to them on their first album. Big Boy's voice, his voice alone made him likable. The way, just not necessarily the way he was rapping, but the way he sounded. And it could be my southern ears, I don't know, but I like the way he sounded. I didn't really
Okay.
learn his lyrics. I learned
Hey, y'all
Andre's
need to
lyrics.
stop with this Southern ears and Memphis shit, man. It's
Hey, it's a
ears,
difference.
damn it. I like the way his nigga sound too.
Yep.
Like his vocal tone worked for me.
Yeah.
Listen.
It's the
You could have put one of the
cricket letter.
Yin Yang twins
No,
on
nigga, no.
Come
Andre
on,
3000.
Hey,
man.
get Wallace. Hey,
Goddamn.
get Wallace up out of here
Wallace gotta
right now,
go,
man.
Come
bro.
on.
Hey, Wallace about to perjure himself. Get him out of here, man. Get him on out of here.
How the fuck you gonna
You
put
could have
this
Yin
put Joe
Yang
compare to
twins.
Haden
the Yin
from
Yang
Little
twins?
John and the East Side Boys, and they would have
No,
been
Man.
no.
Hey,
You
hey,
Hey,
bugging, man.
get him out
hey.
of here. He about to purge himself, man. Get him out of
Bro,
here.
how you gonna say this in you like 40,
Man.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Come
And
on.
you don't kind of think they like, almost on the same lane with the way they rap and shit.
Listen.
Big boy
You
can
could
get
have
on
put
that
No,
B.
big
walk
boys
rapping
don't
too
You
be.
could
fast
have
shit
put B
too.
legit. You could have put B
Be
legit with
No,
legit.
Andre 3000.
no.
Outcast would have been better.
Be
You know
legit
what?
No.
without it.
I'm out of here, man.
Nah,
Come
I
on,
disagree with
Wallace.
Man.
that. I don't think I think Outkast worked the way it is because
Yeah,
you needed
Outcast was
that alter
perfect.
you have the super scientific complex Andre 3000. You needed
Right.
the player dude from the South with the Cadillac who spit a lot of game
Right, because
with the gift of gab. You
they
needed
used to
that.
be the
So
same.
how
They
many?
used to be
Here's my
the
question.
same way.
But here's my question. You said the balance. Okay. How many people could you have put in that role that fit that same archetype Big Boy
I've
did,
already answered that
and
question, Wallace.
Outcast would have been
Everybody
better?
don't listen. I've already answered the question like 20 minutes ago. Everybody's not born with what Big Boy has, and that's the gift of gab. Everybody doesn't have that. He has
You
it.
could have put
Out of
Devin
me,
the Dude in
I
there
got
instead
out of
of
all my
Big
siblings,
Boy.
my one brother, my daddy had that shit. Like these motherfuckers just say fly shit just any time of the day, all
Big
day
boy
long.
be spitting that pimp and shit.
They be saying that fly shit all day long. My daddy did that. Out of all my daddy's sons and kids, only one of us picked that shit up. My one brother just say fly shit all day long. Man, how you come up with that shit, man? Like, you know how Mal be just saying shit off top of his head? That shit is a
Mhm.
talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. The gift of gab. Everybody ain't got it.
That's
Big
true.
boy has it.
You could have put the
Hey,
dark skinned nigga from
Same
Memphis
way,
that was
folks.
doing
Same
both.
way 40 got it. Wallace, the same shit.
But once upon a time, though, man, like Dre was on the same shit. Let's not forget, he was the same.
He was
Him and
on
Big Boy
player
one.
shit,
Was too.
but
I mean, they
he
kind
was on player shit, but it wasn't as quite natural.
it wasn't as much as Big Boy.
Big boy reminds me of sitting at home out in the front yard. We playing spades. He just talking shit. Got the whole everybody in fucking stitches just talking shit all fucking day. like the movie ATL. Like I bet you that's how Big Boy is in real life. If you watch the movie ATL, he just saying
Yeah,
like
I
he
kind of
stole the
figured that.
show. He
Yeah.
stole the fucking show of the movie. Just saying fly shit all every scene. Like that's what he brings to Outkast. He humanizes and he normalizes that group as opposed to Andre who talk about all kind of crazy
But
shit
but but,
in
but
his
the
verses.
Andre but the Andre that we know today wasn't the Andre in
No, it
1994.
wasn't.
You
But
know,
he wasn't. No doubt. Nobody.
when ATLians came about, that's when you saw 3000, and that's what we come to know
That's
and respect and
I'll
love
say
now.
this: when ATLians came out, that's when Andre separated himself from a lyrical standpoint, from a lyrical proudness. That's when he, to me, took the biggest leap away from Big Boy. That's when he kind of left Big Boy behind in terms of lyrical ability on that album.
Yeah, and that's not to say that it never existed, but because you see glimpses of it in Southern Playalistic, but it
Yeah,
just
you do.
wasn't. It
And
just
just like I
wasn't.
said, I learned all of Andre's parts. I didn't learn Big Boy's part because I like to listen to Big Boy just for easy listening. Like just the sound of his voice was cool. But Andre was saying some shit when he was busting, when he was rapping. I was learning his shit because like he was saying some just dope shit. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But Big Boy was just cool. You just turn the shit on. You just sit back, listen. Puff a L. You know,
I hear
just
that.
around the way shit. That's why I say it worked
That damn
for
Wallace
me.
said. Wallace said, "Man, Big Boy trash, man. You know what, man? Big Boy gonna pull that gun out he had on ATL on you, man. That was so
Man.
disrespectful.
But
That was so
Wallace, let me ask
disrespectful."
you a question, Wallace. You still here?
He still here.
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Let me ask you a question. If Big Boy hadn't dropped all these whack ass solo projects, would you feel the same way?
No, because Andre was dope enough to balance that nigga out.
And I agree
Big
with
Boy
you.
had his moments. Don't get me wrong. Big Boy had his moments. I think, yeah, his solo projects kind of like fucked up my vibe for him.
and I don't
Because
blame you
Big Boy
one bit
had his
because
moments. Big Boy flowed
you know
on
why I don't
Phobia.
blame
Big
you
Boy
because
flowed. Hold up, listen to me. Hold on. Big Boy
my bad.
flowed on a gang of joints. He did. But that speaker box was the first chink in the armor that made me be like, this nigga is not great by himself. And then the damn Chico left foot bullshit. I'm like, man, get
Bullshit.
the fuck out of here.
So
You could
Wallace.
have put
So
D
I'm gonna
shot.
tell you
You
why I
could have
don't
put D
blame you
shot with
at all.
Outkast.
I don't blame you at all because I feel like Big Boy's tarnishing the Outkast legacy, putting out these whack ass albums after album
Man,
after album after album. Like fucking go
Dixie,
sit your ass
you could have
down.
put Richie Rich. You could have put Richie Rich with Andre and Outkast. Would have been better, nigga.
No man, Richie Rich ain't got the
Come
gift of
on, man.
gab, man.
you know what, man? Hey,
Richie
man.
Rich,
He
Why?
don't.
man.
Why does I don't even know who you are anymore, man?
Man.
This nigga said
I'm
Richie
telling
Rich.
you.
Come on, man, Wallace. You know Rich is on.
Richie Rich ain't
You know
just
Rich is on entity, man. He ain't gotta be with no one but himself.
Rich ain't just out of the blue come on no cool little polar bear toenail. Don't
Oh
get you no
hell.
wood grain steering wheel, nigga. If you ain't
Hey,
got no
but no,
rims,
Rich
like
got his Rich be
that's
spitting this shit too though.
yeah, but it ain't down south gift of gab. That's some different shit. Y'all got your own thing out there, Cap.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Watch, I'm gonna be a big boy one day, and I'm gonna be humble.
yeah,
Watch.
Wallace.
I'll be like,
I know
man,
you. I
I didn't
know you
like
like.
it.
I know you like 6'4" and 250, man. Don't do a big boy like that, man.
Hey Wallace, something I always
Yo,
wanted to ask you, and I never did. Did you play
what's
football in
up?
high school?
I played for
Did
a
you play
minute. I
football in
quit.
high school?
I quit playing
Oh, okay.
football, man. I wanted to play.
I was playing for the
I
Lions.
wanted to play quarterback. I wanted to play quarterback, and they tried to put me on the line, dog. I was like, no, I'm straight. I'm gonna go work at Foot Locker, nigga. I'm just
Was you
being
that?
honest.
But was you a bigger kid? I know you were tall, but was
Nah,
you a bigger
I
kid
was
at that
I
time?
was skinny.
Oh,
I
okay.
was like 6 foot. When I
Oh, okay.
graduated, I was like 6 foot. Like I was probably about 210. But yeah,
You
Oh,
like
okay.
that's
Jamarcus
it.
Russell.
Yeah, I thought I could, but
Don't
Hey,
laugh
I'm
too
gonna
hard,
go
Terrell.
hey, Wallace. I woke up last Saturday at like 3 in the morning, and you were snoring on the Hangout.
yeah,
At 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
yeah.
It happened.
So I got a time limit. Like if I'm I can't I hate to say it like this because it ain't gonna sound right, but a lot of times I like lay down on the couch and be talking. Like if it's
Mhm.
Yep,
late,
that's
I
me.
can't do that
That's
no
me.
more.
Yeah, that's
Nah,
it.
hey, no, you know what? Hey, you know what a healthy wild is? Once you feel that first head nod, hey, go on, press mute. That's what I do.
My rule
At
of
first
thumb
head,
is if
hey,
I'm
hey, hey, when your head just tip back, hey,
Yep.
go on, press mute. Cause it's
if I'm
if you get any more comfortable, you're gonna fall the victim.
if I'm sideways, bro, it's over. I gotta be like, all right then. And a lot of times I do. I be like, man, all right then,
Yep.
because I know I'll go out on this mug and be calling the hogs
Hey,
out the yard.
hey, look, hey, you and I both were on the call one night. They said I had the low end, you had the high
Got a square saw going on.
yeah. We was all across the mixing board. Oh shit.
Hey, how the hell did Kanye get 53 million in debt? What?
Man,
Investing in
That fashion stuff. He
in
trying to.
all that
garments.
fashion shit.
Yeah.
Trying to
50,
build like Leonardo Bernard Jannard. Whatever the people name he be talking about.
53
Well,
million?
that's why that nigga so
Yeah.
stressed out.
Yeah. He spent a lot of money trying to chase that stuff.
Jannard Versace.
Maybe he going at us to get them to finally see that he's ready to play. Play ball now, Paul. And they'll invest in him.
Man.
that was stretch there, Dick Steve.
Mm.
But nah, but 53 million in debt, like man, you can't write a check
How much is Cam worth?
more than him.
Shit. Yep. Seem
You know,
like, man,
sex.
that's your debt.
Sex sells. You know, she got
You ain't lying. Literally.
she got them. She got them DSLs. Um, Kanye, all he got chipmunk cheeks. Pause.
Hold up, the I didn't know the two chicks on Blackish were singers.
One of them is Nas' cousin. The youngest chick who
Yeah.
got her spinoff. That's Nas' cousin.
Yep.
Nah,
But
yeah, I
but
didn't know that.
the two twins got an album out.
Really?
What?
Yes.
Didn't know that. My daughter loves Blackish nigga. She got mad. She upset because the main character is getting a divorce
Who?
on Blackish.
Who?
And Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellis Ross, they getting a divorce or whatnot.
Are you
Oh,
serious?
My daughter's upset like a motherfucker, man. I'm like, look, man, it's just TV. Shit, chill out.
Is,
Nah, Dad, but you don't understand.
is,
Shut up. I do.
is somebody's contract up or something?
I don't think
Probably this plot
they're
device.
not getting divorced. It's probably one of those things kind of to bring people closer to the
Right.
bring more attention to the series. And I said, is it a series finale or is it like ongoing through the season? He said, I don't know. I think it's still going. I said, no, it's not. I said, this is a series. It's going to be the series finale. I said, is it a series finale or is it a season finale? She didn't know. I said, it's probably a season finale. They'll be back together next season.
Yeah, they work it out.
Yeah. You know how many times I left my wife in my mind? just to realize, like, you know what, dude, you bugging. Hope she doesn't watch this playback. Hope she doesn't watch the playback.
Hey, man.
53 million in debt. Man, I can't even imagine. God damn.
Man, I can't imagine being $53. Well, yes, I can. I can. Yes, I can.
Imagine it, don't like it, but yeah.
But like you said, I think like Ed just said, man, you trying to put your money, you trying to keep up with the Gucci's and trying to put your money in the fashion shit, man, and you got to think about everything that entails, overhead and
Right.
fabrics, and you kind of test this and test that, and man, is it really worth it? I would imagine it's easier for them to get investors on their side, because because like fashion is almost like golf, where golf used to be. It was always, the massive game. You know what I'm saying? Always was, kind of inclusive, all inclusive to, to white people or whatnot. And so, like, even with fashion, you got to be a part of a certain ilk to be a part of the game, I guess. And on that level, you know what I'm saying? Kanye said he trying to be Yves Saint Laurent in this mug.
Man. And see how that worked out.
Right.
That shit tickles Dix's soul. Maniacal as hell.
Yo, I watched I watched Joe Budden's podcast, and that shit had me dying.
the pull up joint. Oh,
No, the latest one where he's talking about Kanye's antics.
I gotta watch that.
The niggas, they hilarious, man. To me, I listen to that shit every week.
They
I
call
saw that.
they
Go
call
ahead.
Chance the Hopper.
I saw that.
Yeah,
That old boy. That Star is not on Everyday Struggle no more.
man, that shit
Man, I don't
going
even
to
watch
hell,
that.
man. That shit
That
going
still
to
come
hell.
on? I thought it was,
I
know.
stopped watching it. I don't know if it still comes on or not.
I
Talk
hope it
about
does. I hope they
fucking up
still.
a free lunch, my nigga.
man.
Jesus,
Yeah,
they
they did
fucked
that.
that
Didn't
up. Yes, they
they?
did.
Yep. Yeah, that's when
That's what they get for thinking that they were bigger than than hip hop.
yeah. They thought maybe because they were the ones putting the money up that they were more important than the talent.
Exactly.
And when Joe's the one who brought the idea to the table, that's what I really didn't understand. Like how y'all gonna just gangster this man idea? I mean, it happens all the time and shit. But like for you to just be flagrant like that and be like, well, yeah, hey, fuck it, hey, you can walk.
Right.
See, a
I would
person who
say,
don't know, a person that don't know they work would have stayed around and just took whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Joe, like, fuck this. If I create this shit, what make you think I can't create something else? Fuck out of here.
arguably, Joe Budden is might be the biggest voice in hip hop right now. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. God damn,
I mean,
man.
media wise, who's bigger than Joe Budden?
Y'all niggas
Charlamagne?
got y'all
That's crazy.
win.
Charlamagne,
Yeah.
But
Mason.
Charlamagne ain't got his own thing though.
It's on the way, probably.
Charlamagne is a radio nigga,
Probably.
and I was kind of disappointed that Charlamagne didn't really go at Kanye like he normally go at niggas.
Well,
That
that's
is true.
He didn't go
Charlamagne
at
has
Kanye.
been questionable himself. So I'm not surprised.
I didn't even watch that interview because I
neither.
knew it was gonna be softball questions.
Understandable.
One thing I've understood, man, these cats ain't trying to mess up no money for themselves
Oh, hell no.
or relationships. So they're like Gadget just said, man. They pretty much, man, they handle with kitty gloves and shit. So
But that's a stark difference from the old Charlamagne the God who used to start fights and shit, motherfucker.
but you gotta learn how to learn. Yeah, see what he learned. He learned all this shit from. He learned all that shit from Wendy Williams
Yeah.
at the feet of Wendy Williams. So but he's evolving into something else himself with all this notoriety and fame and money he getting. He's understanding that in order for him to have this longevity that he's seeking, he's gonna have to quote unquote play ball.
I remember it took him a long time to acknowledge white privilege.
Wow.
That's just ass kissing. That's all that
Like
shit.
2016, like that was. I remember I was back in the comments at that time, and motherfuckers be going off like he make all these, ain't no such thing and all that shit. And then I think when something happened, can't remember which killing it was, but then he finally came around after that.
Yeah,
I know what it was. I know what it was.
Antagonist, man.
When that dude got shot in South Carolina, he knew the dude. Not Walter Scott, but the one that the cop shot
In the car.
after he told him to give him his ID, and the dude went back in his truck to get the ID, and the cop just shot him.
Yeah.
Anyway, he knew him. Charlamagne knew him, and that's when he started to like come back to our side after that.
Whatever.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Fuck Charlamagne.
So Detroit hip hop is ruined.
Not Charlamagne. Fuck Kanye West.
Yeah, I'm with you, guys.
It's running hip hop, Detroit.
Oh yeah,
I'm not.
Mr.
Hey, if you with him, hey, feel free, man. I still love you. Ain't got no problems with you.
Hey, I mean, I bumped late registration today.
Crazy. Still crazy.
Yeah,
I bet you like, what the hell happened to this guy?
right. What the fuck
I
is
wonder
this
what Jay
person?
Z is saying. I wonder how he feels about this.
Right,
Hey,
looking
hold
like
up, we gotta talk about that too. I bet you this is nothing but Trump bitch ass getting Jay caught up in this shit that's going on with the SEC.
Mm,
Nah, nah.
nah.
It seems rather convenient for me. Him and Trump have a little back and forth. Now all of a sudden he under investigation.
Nah,
Y'all don't think
nah.
so?
I don't.
You know what?
I don't think Jay Z is
I,
gonna
I,
be
I, I
careful
wouldn't, I
either.
wouldn't, I would, I wouldn't, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it was somebody who was Trump's loyalist that probably got shit in motion because he don't have to do shit. It's like he got a legion of ignorant motherfuckers that just follow anything that he say at his whim. So it might be some sympathizers out there that like, oh, you want to fuck with Trump, huh? I got your
He's
motherfucking ass.
but here's the thing. He's Jay Z is not in any trouble. He didn't do anything wrong. When they sold, from what I've read, when they sold Rockaware, everything was above board. The company that he sold it to had some kind of SEC issues, so they want
But
to
damn, how old was that?
interview
How old was
him.
that? 10 years old, eh?
He's not being indicted or no shit.
Yeah.
Nah, he just
He just has to testify.
right. But I read that James Dash only made 7 million from when Jay he sold his stakes to Jay, and then Jay turned around and sold the whole thing for 200 million.
Damn, fuckery.
man.
Hey, Dame needed the money bad though.
Man, Dame is a shell of himself, man. But Dame is on Dame. That's why Dame and Ye was such kindred spirits. 'Cause they pretty much was the same. They was pretty much the same.
We assholes.
Right, right. Why you
You
think
Yeah.
me
want to
and Dame
laugh?
cool? We assholes.
If you want to laugh as a grown man, go back and watch that movie Backstage when Damon Dash was getting at Kevin Lyles and
Oh, that
in the
shit
Oh
damn
man,
hilarious,
yeah, that
man.
doorway.
was
That that
classic.
that shit would be funny to me if I was 16. That shit is still funny.
When he was what?
When he was going in on the people at Def Jam because they called a
Oh
meeting
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
him. Oh my God, that nigga went in. He went left. That's hilarious.
That nigga
Yeah,
went ape
he
shit.
lamb based they motherfucking ass. I could have been 12. That shit would have been
Hey,
funny to me.
hey, Wallace and Gadget, y'all like me, y'all got small children, right? So is y'all kids crazy about Bruno Mars?
What do you mean small children? I have teenagers.
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know what I
he
thought.
got
Oh, that's
a
your niece.
I
That's
goddaughter
your niece.
right
No,
now.
it's a
I I have
goddaughter.
I have a young daughter. Well, she's a teenager too. But I don't know. My daughter she likes something every because at one point she could be with me listening in my truck with me listening to Eric Roberson and Dwelle and shit, and then she'll be with her mom and her mama
Now I'm
listening
talking
to every
about a
fucking thing on the
3-year-old.
radio. 3 year old. You know what, man? Kids just like music. If it's bumping, they just gonna
No,
nod their
no,
head to it.
no. No. Every single morning, I have to play fucking 24 karat match. If I have to hear that song one more time,
Get Dixie. I like 24 karat, man. You play that
every
shit, nigga. I'm
day,
turning it up, and I can listen to it every day because the energy behind. I like the energy behind it.
first, I've had to listen to
Wow.
this song every single morning for
Okay,
three
hold
weeks.
up. When I would take my daughter to school, uh, Music Soul Child had a song called "Far Gone" with Rhapsody, right? My daughter, if I'm scrolling through that CD and I pass that song, she's heated because she want to hear
And
that song every
so,
fucking morning.
and I have to play that every morning. So I basically have to put it on his Google Music playlist and go through
Yeah.
like his top four songs every single morning. And this got to the point now where I have to use that as punishment. All right, I ain't gonna play Bruno in the morning if you don't stop, you know. And
Hey,
then
hey, you
then
might be
she
on something, bro.
it's working. And she treats him like he's Michael Jackson when we were kids, like really.
Yeah,
So
that's who he is.
I've been trying to
And
tell her
then,
you can't say the S word, and then she gonna tell me,
what?
Daddy, I didn't say shit. I didn't say shit.
So one of y'all been real free with the language. One of y'all been free with the language around Sage Rage. Which one is it? Which one is it?
No, you know Bruno Mars say, you know that song he say shit. I'm the dangerous man with my money in my pocket. So I say you can't say that part. I said you can't say that part.
Hey, they ain't the first time she heard shit.
And I had to break it down to her, like, you can say all those stuff, you can't say that though. She's like, I ain't say shit.
Yeah. That's your child.
3 years old. Man.
Nigga got some ugly ass shoes.
Y'all wild as shit.
24K. But you know, when a child, when they fixated on certain sounds, certain music, man, it's like, you can't stop that shit. My daughter was in here singing something. Man, please stop singing that song.
I'm like, please.
She don't think she's doing nothing wrong. I'm like, man, yeah, please don't.
I fucked around and got my kids for Christmas Dance Fever, like 2015 or something for Xbox. And so now my son like Katy Perry and shit. You know, that song with the Egypt shits with Juicy J. He be like, Daddy, who's Juicy J? I want to hear some more of his music. I'm like, no, you don't. Like, no, you don't. He was like, Daddy, who's Jeffrey Dahmer? Because Juicy J say something about Dahmer. I'm like, man, don't worry about who Jeffrey Dahmer is, dog.
Right. They ain't even
but does he have a tablet? Your son have a tablet?
Yeah, my son has a tablet. Yes, he does.
He'll find out soon enough.
Man.
He'll find out soon enough with Juicy J and Dahmer. Hey, and slob on my knobs.
As much as I advocate for hip hop in my professional life, it would be like a nightmare for me to like walk in my son's room and that motherfucker back there listening to bands and make them dance. Oh man! I'd be like, oh geez, what have I done?
I have failed as a father.
Right.
I have failed.
Like,
nah, man.
But I'm telling y'all though, every single morning, like I can't even get my phone. Now you get in the car, you take your phone out your pocket, you trying to sit or something. I can't even like get it out of my pocket. Dad, what you doing? And she can't say 24 karat marriage. She say, I want to hear players put yo.
When my daughter was around that age, man, I don't know who showed her this video, but they showed her a video of the Jackson 5 doing Dance Machine. And she loved that. There's a part of the video where Michael is doing the robot in that crazy ass spin. She used to love that shit. Every time she would come home, Dad, play Dance Machine. I'm like, God damn. We watched that shit about 4 times. Like, all right, that's enough. Go in there and wash up, get ready to eat. She loved that song, but then she kind of grew out of it. For some reason, she was on to something.
Oh, yeah. Word. Yo, Mav. What up, Mav?
What's going on?
You in Memphis, ain't you?
Yeah. Well, shit, in Mississippi.
Oh, okay.
The milk and honey.
Yeah, what's going on with y'all?
Let me tell you what Mav said to me, man.
What I say?
I ain't even put on the spot like that, man. I'm with that dog.
I don't give a fuck. Shit.
Random milk and honey.
I said that?
Hey.
Fucking AS just said that.
Oh, shit. Yeah, it's a couple of, I've seen some stuff down here now. I ain't gonna say I haven't. Shit. Cornbread fed. But I done seen some mechanics too, though. Motherfucking shop stewards down this way.
Bruh. You must have been a Dodge ticket.
Hey, I damn sure. Hey, I'm about to heat some of that shit up right now. Shit.
Man, listen. I was at Dodge earlier before I went to get the record. And boy, they was in there. I was like, boy, let me pay my gas at the pump.
Right, get my Shit, they got 12 gas pumps. You ever in the middle of them joints, you can't get the fuck out.
So the fuck can't.
Shit, I just go somewhere else. Shit. But yeah, man, shit, they be selling some chicken in that motherfucker though. That
Yes,
damn chicken
sir.
capital of the world.
Yeah, goddamn double quick.
Yeah, chicken and them damn JoJo's.
Yeah.
Okay, do y'all have them oversized ass fucking chicken wings out there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that like a staple or is that
Motherfucking-
just certain?
Well, this is like this. When
Fucking
people
daily
talk about wings and shit, man, like this, like the motherfucking wing capital.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, are they oversized though? Like
A lot of places you go, they're oversized, but there's this one spot in particular here. They just deal with organic chicken, so it's not overly.
it's just regular chicken.
Right? It's farm raised shit.
Oh.
Yeah, it's regular
chicken. Regular chicken, no antibiotics
Get
or
that
nothing like that.
Yeah, mutant shit.
Yeah, because we got this JJ's fish and shit, and we got
that shit everywhere. It's a couple of them here too.
So we went and got that shit, man. She came back with some fish and fucking chicken wings. I mean, I ain't never seen a fucking chicken wing this damn big in my life.
Hey, don't. Hey, do y'all have churches out there? Churches chicken out there?
Yeah, we got churches.
Nah,
don't fucking eat that shit.
I know what. Come on, churches been. I've been. Only thing I ate from churches was a fried okra.
Nigga, I'm eating Dodgers for breakfast in the morning. Fuck that.
I'm only fucking Popeyes if it comes down to that. But we just wanted to try the JJ's out to say it just opened up. But I wasn't.
What is it? Is it JJOS?
So yeah, I went and tried out the JJ's fish, chicken and fish, and that damn fucking
man, you shit out me, yo.
Man, you passed by one shit on your way to Dodge. You passed by JJ's chicken and fish.
Man, I ain't lying. I broke about 9 mandates for driving going to that motherfucker when I pull up the guest house. They was like, this is where you go to get your certificate. I was like, yeah. I was waving at the motherfuckers out the window, man. I hit the gas. Came out that motherfucker.
Was you Audi 5 on their ass?
Huh?
Was you Audi 5 on their punk ass?
Pretty much, man. In a shitty ass Malibu.
Hold on, Wallace. We gonna have to get this straight. Striking ain't for driving. It's for running.
Oh, he was mad. I was mad.
Oh.
Yeah, he was smashing.
Oh, I thought it was mashing. Shit.
Either one.
Mash out.
Either one. It didn't work. But striking is only for running.
Oh, okay.
Man.
Or walking very fast.
It ain't walking very fast. It's running very fast.
Because here, right? Because here, man, you better strike out, nigga. We tell nigga you better get the walking or get the running.
Shit, nah. Striking, that's straight up. You out. You outie 5,000 G. You out.
I know around here we used to say it means different shit. So I was like, well, hey, how you gonna get to the mall? Shit, we about to strike out. Nigga, we ain't running to no mall. We walking. We just saying we gonna strike out.
We'll say we about to smash out.
Nah, we mob a motor over here.
Oh, we'll mob to the mall too. Either way, I mean, it's multiple definitions, but depending on what part.
On mothers.
Yeah, on mothers. Right?
We'll say on mamas.
Hey,
no,
look,
so Cetas.
Look, long as y'all ain't about to hit the highway.
Nah, I ain't gonna be doing that.
Make money the flyway though.
I stick to residential streets. Fuck that shit.
Oh, we actually Nah, you missed it. We was playing that shit we were playing that shit on Thursday, man.
Hey, what he say on the way he say?
Gotta keep going, I gotta keep on. We have to roller to a Quanco phone. It is not a little bit. It is not a little bit.
What the fuck is he talking about? What the fuck? That's lyrics?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That shit sound like Indonesian Morse code. What the fuck is that? The fuck is that?
Oh boy.
Yeah, listen to that shit, man.
I ain't, yo, I remember that shit used to come on, man. I used to fucking reach for the button to change the goddamn station every time.
Oh
Everybody
boy,
fucked
that's
that
just
shit up.
terrible.
Well, we had a good old time on Thursday playing all them hits.
That shit sound like a dare at a karaoke spot.
Shit, BG boy, she be.
Hey,
She
I
be hitting
told
them
you, I told
swangers,
y'all,
boy.
man. BG clear dope, man. I'm telling y'all.
Damn.
She knew damn. She knew. What's that motherfucking name from?
Hey,
Goddamn, boss,
hey,
the
Hurts.
boss. What's the
You
fuck
gonna
his
laugh
name?
at this
God
shit.
damn it, fucking Houston.
You talking
Slim Thug.
about
Lil Flip? I mean, not
Slim
Lil
Thug?
Flip. Slim Thug.
Slim Thug.
Mike
Yeah, Slim
Jones.
Thug. Yeah, no,
Slim
Slim
Thug.
Thug. She knew all Slim Thug shit by heart.
Hey, I mean, Saginaw though, man.
Hey,
Oh,
You
yeah.
ever been to Saginaw? It makes sense.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, there you have it.
Just saying.
Hey, Hurts. I got to check out this motherfucker quick, though. Motherfucker left a little love note and shit. Talking about, I'm going to take a picture of this shit. Smile, enjoy your stay. I was like, man, this ain't no fucking resort. Fuck you leaving. Fuck is you doing? Fuck is you proving?
That's a classic right there. That's the Illinois classic right there.
and then
Chicago, but
he ain't.
And the thing
Okay.
was, I saw who it was that left the shit because I saw him when I left this morning.
I don't know where that
Oh,
nigga
shit.
from, but
he
damn.
from
This motherfucker
Aurora,
sniffing my drawers.
suburb out here.
And this motherfucker off the glug in the morning.
Nigga,
Ready
get to
to
my
check
house,
out?
they be get to my house, they be glowing.
Right? Shit, be sad, be in the car asleep. She got the motherfucking Hoover mouth.
Glug.
Straight glug action.
That sounds so inappropriate, bro.
Yep.
Oh, it is very.
Yeah, because it is, man.
Oh, Lord. Glug
Oh,
action.
hey, oh
Right?
my God.
Right? Yeah.
Terrible stuff.
We talk about glug and shit.
Motherfuckers.
Oh, hey, but hold up, Wallace. Hey, what you
Straight
got
Slurpee.
you got to remember the time he was talking about this shit, man. He was referring to
Why do you gotta bring this shit up though?
Okay,
Yeah.
I won't bring it up.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Okay.
Motherfuckers
yeah,
have moved
yeah,
past
yeah.
some shit and everything. It's been
like
like 2 months ago.
Bringing up old shit.
Right?
God
Man, get
damn.
your ass up. It ain't even wet over here. Oh, shit.
Oh damn.
He said,
You know
yeah,
what, man?
man, that's my cousin. I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. He said that shit later on. I was like, I said that. Oh, shit.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I'm stupid, man.
So whoops a dip.
Yeah, so anyway, where the beats at? Shit.
Shit, I ain't got shit. I'm ready for that room service in the morning. I put that shit in the chat. So that shit, I laughed my ass off as soon as I got here. Enjoy your stay. Stay on your lip.
That's that 200-pound white lady across the
Hell
hallway
no.
who came to see
Nah.
Elvis.
Hell no. Hey, man. Hey, that motherfucker punched me in the arm, though, man. You fucked around and redirected the veins in my shit.
So I guess I'll play the instrumental off the
Butterbean Esh build ass motherfucker.
Nah, it's doing
Alright.
I'll just play the instrumental.
Eric S. looking man.
That's what's up.
Right? Oh, mute him right away when he's done. My bad.
Get the money. All about the money. It's about money. Just goddamn money.
Go boy.
Get the money. All about the money. It's about money. Just goddamn money.
So that's all I'm gonna play for now. The
Motherfucker.
rest is on the Nas call.
Motherfucker. There it is.
So yeah. Goddamn.
Yeah, I just copped that joint earlier.
Yeah.
Listen to that motherfucker.
My man.
I guess on the way back.
If you copped it, I'm gonna tell you like this. If you copped it earlier tonight, I did do a quick update of something.
Okay.
So you're more than
So
welcome
redo it,
to
re-download
go
it.
through and just download a new zip of it.
Okay, cool.
Shouldn't take you too long.
I guess I'll be doing that.
I had
now.
to make sure that I took care of something that I had missed.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What up,
Make sure my
Wallace?
fam was good. What up, though?
Ain't nothing, man. Ashy in another state.
I hear that.
Yeah,
Damn,
man.
nigga, I mean,
I
have
hear
you
that. Man.
ever
Hey, I want
heard
to give
of
you props,
cocoa
man.
butter?
I really want to give you props. You really set the tone in a lot of ways for the project, man. And you really did really
Goddamn
well.
right.
Really well.
Yeah, thanks, man. Trying to work.
Hey,
Work.
man.
There's visuals for this video about to be done. It's Matt Black joint. So
Oh, okay,
that's
that's what's
cool
up.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Right on, chat. Right on, right on.
That motherfucker
Yeah.
Cliff in the chat. Dirty nigga
Motherfucker.
Cliff.
That nigga, man, I'll tell you. To me, he got my favorite song on there. That's
Who?
you.
What song?
You already said this.
Oh. You talking about Pop Pop joint?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pop Pop joint shit.
Pop Pop is
I
CA,
like
right?
I like the velour joint
Nah,
the
that's good.
best myself.
You the AZ joint?
I like the velour joint, man.
Okay.
Yeah, Pop. I like yeah, I like that one. I like that one too. I ain't gonna front that. So I like all three of them, but Pop joints is that goddamn man.
Hell yeah.
That's just crazy. That's my steez.
Yeah.
Like
That's what's up, man.
that motherfucker bass line, dude.
Shit, I'm trying to
Goddamn.
work. I'm trying to work till motherfuckers is tired of hearing what I got. Oh.
Too late.
Hey man.
Oh, y'all heard that. I thought I was on mute. I'm sorry.
Too late.
Man.
Red light.
They're like,
Right?
You know I'm bullshit, man. You know I'm bullshit.
Oh,
Yeah, shit. Hit the motherfucker with the blood.
Cause the motherfucking the la 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 with it and shit. God damn, that shit. Just how he was rhyming on that beat, everything. That
That
shit.
shit was tough anyway, though. But the crazy thing is, I got a question for y'all. Did y'all ever think before we did this joint that you would be flipping a Nas joint and it would be like on a project?
What you
Not
mean?
before we did it. No, I mean not
That was the whole
beforehand.
purpose.
Yeah.
I mean beforehand, no, but once he said, then yeah,
Yeah, because I had never did, no Nas joints before then. You know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm
Well,
I
saying.
ain't
I
gonna
never
try
either.
though. Fucking Hurts probably did some shit back in '92 and shit.
man,
That's correct. That's correct. I got two or three Nas remixes floating
that.
around. So you
I was
right.
about to say, yeah.
Yeah,
Why you bullshitting? I think yeah.
all I got is Nas like back in 2008 or something, but that was about it.
Shit, I tried to recreate The World Is Yours organically. That motherfucker sound like fucking eggshell soup.
Angry Linus or something.
That shit
Right,
sound so unappetizing.
right.
Eggshell soup. Hey, write that
Yeah.
down. That might be
I,
might be the
try
next project. That might be the next
right.
project. Eggshell soup.
Abrasive as fuck.
I'll be right back.
Yep.
After these messages.
Be right
Yeah.
back.
Hey, Hurst, I went to the old Charlie's and shit on Goodman.
Yeah.
Man, boy, I ain't know the weeds was that plentiful. Thought some shit was gonna be in my goddamn food.
It was like that?
The hell yeah.
Man.
They had somebody with them though. I was like, that's all right. You got it. Fatty backpack. And that joint,
Fatty
true
backpack.
dirty old man. That's all I need. Thank you.
Right. Are they out there, bro?
Yes, but hell no, you ain't gonna get me caught up. Fuck that. I took some toothpicks when I was leaving out, and the youngin was like, "Oh, you can't take all of them." I said, "I only took 7," and laughed her ass out and left. And fuck
She was
around.
slick. She was slick flirt with you.
Yeah,
That's all that was.
try to make conversation and shit. I laughed
Hey,
her ass out though.
They like black dudes with beards.
Shit, I told you I'm gonna cut that joint. Had a rapey joint. Fuck around and cut this shit.
The handlebar mustache, maybe like your wife. He's like, you know, like why is
Right,
your beard missing? It's a long story,
right,
baby. I
Yeah.
don't got
right.
time to explain it. Let
Hell
me
yeah,
drop Z off. Let me drop Z off at school first, then
right.
I'll come back and tell you. Nigga,
Hell
make it back
yeah.
home.
Shit, right. Fuck around and put all plastic knives in the kitchen just in case you get some ideas. Shit,
That boy come back with the Hulkamania mustache.
right.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Ace.
Right. Let me tell you something, brother. You be out that motherfucker like, hold still. You tell me. Look, this what the fuck you want to
What
tell
you
me,
gotta
huh?
tell me?
Oh shit.
Cause I'll stick you,
Slips your mind,
and I'll definitely
right?
stick this little janky ass motherfucker standing right here.
Man, his shit looked like the goddamn St. Louis arch, yo. The way his shit was gone.
Man,
Like, God damn.
they took that dude's teeth out with a pickup truck, man. God damn.
Right?
They said tie some rope to his they tied some rope to his shit and just hit the
Right?
accelerator.
Right? Put a motherfucking trailer hitch on that motherfucker and stomp the gas. Oh shit.
Hey,
Fuck
cause
that
what's
nigga.
funny when I first saw that, I'm like, damn, I've seen this dude somewhere before, man. But he had his two chicklets in the front.
Nah,
And
I ain't never seen him outside of that joint. That
if you
shit
if you
looked
if you
like
if
you
you
remember
if you ever if you ever seen Sanford Son, you'd have seen him on there.
oh
Uh,
shit. I can't remember him though. I know the shit I laughed though when I first saw him. I thought about Tom and Jerry when the motherfuckers was in the pool hall And that nigga, he fucked around and hit the cue ball with the cue stick and shit and smashed that shit through his fronts.
That nigga TV shit like window pane breaking and shit.
Yeah. Had that one joint swinging and shit before it fell out his mouth. I said, damn.
Man.
Oh shit.
So this shit
That shit, dude.
Hey, any of y'all see Atlanta last night?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I did.
Is that the man? You know what, bro?
You know what? Every time y'all
shit,
start
man.
talking about that shit, I'm gonna get quiet because I saw one episode. Nigga.
Man.
I think I saw Hurt's childhood in that episode.
Damn.
Why you say that?
Nigga, watch the episode. You'll know why.
No. I saw it. I'm saying, why you say me though?
You wasn't the boy roasting motherfuckers for
Yeah,
wearing
you know
fake shit.
That you know what? That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I wasn't quite earned, but I wasn't quite that other dude either. I was somewhere. I only did that shit when you fuck with me, or I'll say it quietly with somebody else. But I would never make a motherfucker want to kill themselves.
So you ain't never checked the motherfucker tag before?
Oh man, that was.
You know what? No, I'm gonna tell you why I never did it. Cause hey, I done wore some fake shit too. Well, you know, I don't wore some fake shit too. But I'm gonna tell you when people start trying to, now only time I tag check. If you checking me, you trying to check me for the fuck I got on. Yeah. And I said, oh, okay, so you want to do that shit? So then I tag check. That's only in defense.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's not like that.
Man. I used to do the dumb shit though. I used to wear shit to get people to fuck around and Joan on me because like, okay, somebody gonna walk up and say some shit and think it's funny. Shit, if Cliff's still in the chat, he'll tell you that motherfucker no. we used to go to the mall and I have on some broke up shit and catch a motherfucker Jonah and cook their ass. So it was like bait outfits, yeah. Straight cooking niggas.
Like
that's one of the realest episodes, bro.
Hell yeah! I feel bad for him because you can get real shit at Marshalls.
Yeah,
like,
you can, but yeah, sometimes you get
some of that Marshall shit though, you gotta check.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Some of it is bad. But
hold up. I didn't know that you could buy a bag of chips at fucking Marshall.
Right? Yeah,
that one ain't.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Them motherfuckers had a lot of Gartrellish type shit in there.
They did have candy.
That's different, nigga. She talking about going to get a drink and some chips and shit.
Right. Yeah. I ain't never seen that shit.
No, I have neither. We have plenty of Marshalls here, and ain't no knockoff shit in Marshalls. It's like shit they have deep. You know, when Marshall
you ain't gonna get knockoff shit, but you'll get some fucked up.
You gonna get some irregularly sized shit.
Yeah, it's all regular shit.
Motherfucking guy.
Don't you know, like when you in New York, like what these manufacturers do, like if there's the smallest defect, I don't care if it's 50,
they send it to
I don't care if it's spot, and they one of my partners, man, he bought so much polo shit in '96 when we was up there in '96. We was in the garment district. This dude bought so much fucking polo. He was showing me like, man, like you see how this stitch right here is irregular? Man, in the
30s,
yeah.
In the 30s between what's that? I think like 8th Ave or some shit like that, the garment district. That shit.
The garment district,
yeah. You can't sell that shit up there. That'd be Jamaica Ave shit, but you can move it anywhere else.
That's the Lancey shit, yeah.
What's up, yeah?
What up, BG?
What up, BG?
Yeah, I mean, I done bought plenty of shit from Marshalls, and that shit real as fuck.
Right.
But like I said,
just don't get that US. What is that shit? The US USB.
Do not get that United States Polo Association shit. Cause niggas was talking. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. When I remember, JCPenney used to have this brand called Knights of the Round Table.
Churchill on a unicycle on that.
Hell yeah, nigga.
They used to have this Knights of the Round Table, right? So I'm the type of dude. If I like the coat scheme or something, I'll wear. I don't care about the I don't care about the
The
name
name and
brand
shit.
because I wore name brand shit and I wore shit that wasn't quite popular. So
Mm-hmm.
I remember one day I walk in school. I'm thinking I'm fresh as a mug, man. My partner said, "Nigga, if you don't take that motherfucker," he said, "Man, what that doing? What you ride on a giraffe or some shit? Like that nigga, man."
I had to put that shit in the back of the closet after that
Man.
shit.
Hey, but you know what? You know how to combat that though. I wore that shirt, after that, after he checked me. But the next time that he saw me with it, he didn't say nothing to me about it. But he only
Mm-hmm.
checked me because I said something funny that somebody laughed at, and he thought I was trying to upstage. He's like, "Nigga, I know you ain't
Oh,
trying to
okay.
check me out there with that knockoff ass polo shirt, nigga. What that nigga on a giraffe or some shit, holding a motherfucking cane or something?" And man, so he got me back, and then we got to the lunch table, we all hanging
Right.
out. He just kept going, and all I could do was laugh at it because it's kind of like if a woman slapped the shit out of you, even if you beat the shit out of her, that initial slap that set everything off is more. You gonna
Mm-hmm.
talk about that more than you beating up on a broad or whatever. But
Yeah, that's
he
true.
got my ass good, bro. He did my ass in. Pause.
Whoa.
But he he was like, man, but like I said, people hanging around
Hope
people
he
like
ain't do
him,
that.
yeah, hanging around people like him, it's sharp my skills because he would check about everything. Like I've been in the house with him. He's checked his own mama. I'm like, dude, you check your mama? He's like,
Damn.
man, that he would check his mama. Man, he made a whole rap song about his mama drinking beer and shit, man. And
Damn.
What?
yeah,
He here?
nigga sociopath. Now Dre live at Dre live in he used to live in Orange Mound. I think he live out in Raleigh now or some shit.
Okay.
But yeah, he still living around here though. But man, that dude he was like one of the funniest motherfuckers that I've met to be that young because it was nothing off limits on. Kind of like Mav, ain't wasn't shit off limits on.
For real? No,
Because
I'm gonna be off limits about certain shit.
nah, this dude,
Very
hey,
selective.
this dude was laughing at
I'm
him. This
trying to
dude was
think of what though.
Right.
he was right. Man, dude was laughing at handicapped people and shit at school
Yeah.
functions and shit, man. I was like,
Yeah,
man,
that
you gonna
shit,
fuck
yeah.
around, burn in hell, bro. Like, you don't do that shit. 'Cause I was always taught in my house, don't do that shit. But him,
Yeah, same thing.
they ain't teach him that shit.
Hey, but never mind. Let's talk about something
Right.
else
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I'm
I
about to
already know.
incriminate myself. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But now, actually, I wasn't. Now, actually, I wasn't the dude that initiated the shit. But if you came for me, hey,
Hmm.
I'm about to let you know some shit. But I
Man,
thought
no.
that was so and you know what? Real
Oh
spit
shit,
though.
we off, yo. I think this
Huh?
shit what happened.
Huh?
You say
The show
live,
off. I
huh?
think
No,
Nah,
we
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 live.
live,
live.
We
right?
still
No, you're
live.
not. You still are.
We still
No,
live.
we not.
Yes,
We
we
Yes,
are.
we
sure?
are. I'm still looking at the
Oh
live VChat
shit.
on my
It's still
phone.
live right now. Gadgets, the avatar's still
Oh,
here, so we still here.
Yeah,
oh
my
shit.
I remember my son was in the fourth grade, and the teacher sent a note home because he had been making
Right
fun
on.
of a child that was less fortunate than he was. So you know what I made him do? The clothes I think it was this was on like a Thursday. We had to know. I made him the same clothes he had on Thursday. I made him get up in the morning and put the same fucking clothes back on and go to school. That was Friday.
Mm.
Monday, I made him put them same fucking clothes back on. I said, don't fuck them clothes up because you gotta wear them shit Monday.
Damn.
So Monday, had to wear them again. And so by that time, my wife thought I was just being a fucking asshole about this shit, man. But guess what? My mother-in-law co-signed it. Like, you know what? Serves him right.
There it
Because
is.
cause we don't teach him like that. Y'all don't teach him stuff like that. I said, and I had to tell him why I did it. Like, you never open your mouth. You don't gang up on somebody when somebody else talking about somebody, you be quiet. Cause you don't gang on people that can't do certain things for themselves or they don't live like you. You can't do that. Cause you're blessed enough for us to provide for you like we think you ought to. But you don't make fun of somebody because they don't have something. That's wrong. And we're not raising you like that. So my son had to learn lessons the hard way because that's how he's wired to learn shit the hard way. So that's always was there to teach his ass the hard way.
Man, I
Hmm.
remember I had a. This is when the Grant Hills came out, and I
Which
had
one? The very first
the
one?
first ones,
Okay, I had
the
them
one
joints.
with the big ass feel on the sign.
I have them.
So I had a Grant Hill jersey, and I had some shorts to match. And I remember I wore them shits, I think 3 times out of the week one day at school. Goddamn, everyday Grant Hill jersey ever after that. Every time nigga like, where the Grant Hill jersey at?
Yeah, I'll never forget.
Like, goddamn.
Man,
And I like that jersey shit.
Apparently so.
Let me tell you, we used to hoop over my partner house, and you know the neighborhood kids would come and hoop. And you know what I'm saying? I've been wearing glasses, my nigga, since I was in the 4th grade, pretty much. So every time I go hoop, I break my glasses. And you know what my mama did? My mama took me out and bought me some goggles.
Oh damn!
Oh yeah, dude.
That first time
you had to outdo your balls.
It was niggas falling over. It was niggas falling over, clutching their stomach. I was Aquaman. I was Aquaman. It was like, could you see? I never wore them shits again. Let me tell you. In the late 80s, I used to watch the NBA a lot. And I found this thing where you could order some cons, my nigga, some Converse cons.
Yeah.
And you could order them with the team on it. And at that time, I liked the Spurs. So, man, I put my little money together, my little check and my little order form. I ordered these shoes. Man, I must have got them damn shoes, man, and started wearing them. It was niggas walking around talking about it. Looked like I had on correctional shoes. See, that's the thing about me. I used to run. My brother's 4 years older than me, so I used to run with him and all his friends. And when I tell you them niggas built up a callus around my heart, nigga, I would go to school and be a savage bacon. I was savage bacon niggas because I mean when I was around them, they'd be like, look at this nigga.
Y'all remember when Payless had the imitation stack houses?
Oh shit!
Yes.
Hey, by that time, RGO, I was working so much, nigga, man. I was able to afford the real
ain't no shit I had, but it was like I know that the kids in the portables always had the fucking imitation stack houses.
This is what I remember.
And shit, hey, little portable boy tried to get on him, motherfucker, and he got roasted to the end of fucking oblivion. And we was at the fucking locker room and shit because we had like beat ciphers and shit.
I was about to say, I ain't think it was no fucking video. Never mind.
Yeah, that motherfucker came in with the flat ass stack house because you know stack houses had them shoes that kind of had that little curve that went up or whatever. I can't remember. Yeah. But the Payless joints was flat as fuck. Like this shit look nasty as hell. Oh man.
I remember one time, dude. I used to think that the shoes that Elijah was wearing Spalding there.
Yeah.
And I remember being with 8th grade, and I fuck around and got me a pair, but I liked them. Plus they were my school colors and shit, so I was like, I'm gonna rock these shit. Man, I wore them bitches, man, one time.
Shit.
Because when I was 8th grade, they lit a fire up on my motherfucking ass, especially in gym. They looked at my shoes like, nigga, what kind of motherfucking shoes are them? And it's Spalding, nigga, don't they make basketball and shit?
Right.
So you know the whole time I'm laughing shit off, but I'm checking back, but them motherfuckers like it was too many motherfuckers ganging up. I was like, all right, niggas, all right.
Motherfuckers had on some beach cruisers.
Man, I put them bitch in the back of my mama closet, nigga.
That's the place you cut grass in and shit. You don't wear them bitch like nowhere else.
My mama like, hey boy, why are these shoes in my closet? 'cause I ain't had no
Thank you,
room in
mama.
mine. I ain't had no room in mine.
Right?
But nah, but I think, man, I never made fun of people that were less fortunate than I was, or appeared to be less fortunate than I was,
Only
unless
time I did it is if they fucked around and
they fuck
jumped
with
on
me.
me.
They fuck with
Yeah.
Yep.
me. I had a homeboy that one of my best friends, man. We was in St. Louis for a field trip, now for a choir competition. And one of the girls that was on the trip with us was
Wheelchair.
my classmate. And he told her, she was like, yeah, why don't y'all check me? I want to have some fun. My homeboy said, all right, give me a minute. I was like, nigga, you better not. I said, you better not do that, man. He said,
Shit.
no, she said you want to have some fun. I said, bro, you gonna go to hell. You check that girl, man. That girl in the wheelchair. He ain't care. But
Hey.
man.
Sound like the Maverick thing.
Nah, I ain't never do that.
I mean, she politely asked. I'm sure you'd be like, well,
Man, we
Gotta oblige you.
that trip right there was a memorable trip, man, because I remember me and that friend that we were talking about, me and him shut down a whole fucking charter bus. We went through the whole fucking bus and got on everybody's ass. And it was a dude that was hanging with us named Derek, man. And Derek that nigga came up there, he had packed some motherfucking jeans that had one back pocket on it.
He had on the
Yeah,
joints
so
that the motherfuckers at the casino be wearing.
That nigga had some Jordan ass jeans on, nigga. Ooh la la.
Jordan, yeah.
oh man,
Oh, whatever. I
Shit.
think Chick made the motherfucker with the one pocket on the back.
Speaking of jeans, I know Davenport got roasted for
Motherfucker,
fucking.
he had on Jordan. She had a donkey head on the motherfucker.
Man. So at another time we was you know how sometimes when you have PE like down here you wasn't required to dress out for PE. Well, we had a coach that didn't he didn't even care you dressed out or not. So one day
You better have
one of my
vintage.
yeah one
My
of my
bad, go ahead.
homeboys was like he was out there hoop. He took his shirt off and shit, right. He wore this long ass shirt that covered his back pocket up, but when you hooping in that big ass shirt you can't get the shot off, so he took it off. And so, like, I'm sitting on one end of the court.
Gotta be
My
cash
homeboy,
money teeth.
we sitting on the other end of the court. All of a sudden, this big dude, this big ass dude, he was like an upperclassman. He was like, "Hey, man, dude got on some motherfucking
Oh
chick
my
jeans."
God, no.
Nigga,
Oh
we
shit.
were, man, everybody in the gym fell out the floor. No hooping was going
Damn.
on. Everybody laid out the floor, man, clutching their stomach, laughing that hard, bro. Like, oh my god. Then you look at this nigga jeans, he only had one pocket on his back. Oh shit,
Yeah, the pocket
man.
protector joint.
Hey, after that day, we ain't see them motherfucking pants no more.
I was getting back
Hey,
to his mama.
RTO.
Yeah,
Where RTO at?
right here.
Hey, you gonna play the album?
We can't.
RTO, a
It's still
thug, he do
I'm
that.
live.
saying when
You can't play
the
it
show over. I mean, when is the show over?
In
I
about
don't
another
know. I thought it wasn't
15
no
minutes.
video. They said it ain't no
Yeah,
video.
it's live. I don't know
Yeah,
what you
it's still
seen.
show live on
Man,
I'm looking at YouTube, nigga.
You
Huh?
don't look at YouTube.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm looking at YouTube. It ain't the joint ain't showing up on YouTube. It's saying the error occurred. The chat open though. I guess
might
they
have.
can still hear us though.
Man, you know what? You better refresh your
Look,
browser.
Right.
Davenport was
I
just
did.
in. Davenport
Nah, I
was just in
did.
the chat.
Cause right now,
Yeah, I know. It said the chat is open.
I'm looking at the pictures fluctuate. Your face, then my face just popped up. So
yeah, it's
it's fucking
live.
right.
Hey,
Yeah, it's still live.
well
I
then,
mean,
since we
fucking
still
BS is
live,
talking about
I'm
wearing
refreshing the fuck
DoorDash.
out this joint. Hold on.
since we live, since we
Man,
live, let
tripping.
me drop a quick plug. We got
Pause.
the merch website up. Double negative people store. The t-shirts with the symbol on it. They now for sale.
Oh,
You know
word?
what I'm saying? All different
Oh, okay.
colors, just about every color in the rainbow. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Pick it
Yeah,
up.
let me get that
Pick that.
fuchsia.
I'm not a salesman. Like I'm not a salesperson. I'm the wrong person to
Yeah,
be
that
doing.
motherfucker,
I
that
used to work
motherfucker
at Best
pitch was
Buy.
lackluster.
I used to work at Best Buy and be
Dropping a new
selling
single,
TVs and stuff. I just wasn't that good at it, man.
And we're
Hey,
dropping
I
a
gotta.
new single from the album tonight by midnight. Check Vimeo /Dirty Old Man.
Praise God.
Word up.
They got an orange joint. I should get one of every
Amen
color
to
in these
that.
joints. That should be cold. I should wear them all summer.
Just make sure when if notes don't come out, make sure you bring enough shirts for people for you to sell hand in hand while you there.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
I know
true.
that's why I said it.
Shut up.
Oh,
Shut
yeah,
it.
true.
And
Praise
don't
God.
call me Aquaman either.
God damn, this girl got a fatty. Oops,
That was
that's
funny,
wrong.
Wallace. I ain't want to laugh at you. That was funny.
Yeah, you cried a little
Oh
bit. Did you
shit, I
cry?
figured this shit out.
I gotta say, man, I owe it to my older sisters. They didn't let my mom have steps at all. If it weren't for them, my mom would have been buying that shit too.
Hey, man.
Look, I'm telling
Right.
you, man. You know what? That shit builds character, though, bro. For real,
It
it
does.
builds character, man.
But
Shit.
And
A
Even with
character
that,
that
hurt.
don't
sink or
nobody
swim.
want to be. Shit.
Hey,
That's
hurt.
the character.
Even though I had name brand shit, my brother still found a way to roast my ass.
Oh yeah,
Oh
no
yeah,
doubt.
see,
Hey,
yeah, because the people that wore the name
cause,
brand shit, I used to cook like a motherfucker.
hey, cause you know what? Cause when you satisfy the whole cool fresh shit quota, they gonna still find something to check your ass about. Next gonna be your
Yep.
hair. You know what I'm saying? Next is gonna
yeah.
be the fact you got on class, and next is all gonna be something.
Your
So you
lip.
gotta
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
right.
find something.
You can
Yeah,
find
burned
something.
ass lips, nigga. You know,
I
motherfucker.
remember my mom
Your
bought me this
nose big as fuck and all that
this
shit.
my mom bought me this turtleneck sweater.
Oh shit. Yeah, the
What
mock. You
year
had on
was
the mock
this?
neck.
And they
What
said
what
I
year
had
was
on a
this?
this was like 93.
So that wasn't a
Oh
bad
yeah,
year to
Dickies.
wear
Yeah,
turtleneck.
Dickies was out then.
Hey,
Yes,
it
it
was
My
was a bad. That
Dickies.
was a bad. That was a bad year to have on a motherfucking turtleneck. Yes, it was.
Well,
But
on your
it
side,
was
we
hold
wore
on, it wasn't
turtlenecks in
hold on. It
'93.
wasn't listen, it wasn't a turtleneck, it was a turtleneck sweater and it was
Oh,
thick.
okay, yeah, yeah. I take that back,
And,
then.
Damn.
they
What?
you remember that show at that time? That show with Linda Hamilton, the chick from Sarah Connor from Terminator. She had that show Beauty and the Beast, and
right.
that's why I had on the Beauty and the Beast outfit.
Damn. Oh shit, with the ascot up in the
right,
throat and shit.
right. It
Motherfucker
was
looking
man, killing.
like a prepared dinner napkin and shit at McCormick and Schmidt's.
Then I had up, some corduroy pants to go with it, and that didn't make it no better.
Hey man, I used to
Oh
roll
yeah.
corduroys. I fuck
You
with
was
Hey,
crazy.
look,
corduroys.
I got them Roy's now. I got like 3 pair of them
Shit, I
joints with the
fuck with
lines in it.
corduroys.
Motherfuckers
Hey,
got
but you
Corduroys
gotta
with the
understand, man.
sweater
got
is a
run flat
different thing,
tread.
though.
Them
Corduroys
shits
with the
got run
sweater,
flat
that's
tread.
different.
But you gotta understand, man. When you're a kid, you don't know no better. You don't know how to dress and shit. When you just
Shit,
see
I knew that
whatever.
shit by 3rd grade. You can tell that lie if you want.
Nah, what I'm
You
saying is
couldn't
like
wait to get a job.
man, look, hey, and you still wearing corduroys right now. Hey, I remember when I had some corduroys.
Oh yeah, now, but shit, in my
Ain't nothing
20s, I
wrong with
ain't had one of no
corduroys,
motherfucking
man.
corduroys, man. Let me show up at my nigga house with some corduroys on in my
Man,
20s, man. This shit is over with.
that's like I told my daughter, because now it's fashionable for you to have holes and shit in your pants. You can buy them that way. And I told
Oh,
my
I
daughter,
was
I said,
about to
man,
say my
I
shit
said,
used to just be there.
if you'd have brought your ass to school in them pants, I said, man, I'd have checked your ass from the moment I saw you walking to school. I would have found your ass at lunch.
Look, hey, so you thought Hurts? I used to fuck niggas up with that shit in college. I had holy shit on purpose and go out and be cooking motherfuckers.
Yeah, you was kind of like you was baiting motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, for sport, man. That shit, passing time. I'm high
Nah,
too.
I
Say
wasn't.
some shit if you want.
I was a person that would check you, but I was sympathetic and shit because I ain't like to see motherfucker feelings hurt. But if you coming for my feelings, man, I'm about to bake your motherfucking ass. I'm not gonna play around with
Nah, I just used to laugh at how ashy people's face used to get. They say like one funny joint, then they realize you ain't gonna stop. Man, you talking about weak.
you. It's like that. It's like that dude. Like, I'll tell you that it was a couple of guys on the bus on our trip to St. Louis. They tried to sneak their little jokes in and shit. And it was one dude, God bless his soul, he passed away shit back in 2000 or something. And he was checking my coat. He wanted to borrow my coat because he smelled like weed and he wanted to cover it up. So he gave my coat back. He was checking like, man, get this little tight ass coat, man. I said, nigga, um I said, you wasn't complaining about the coat when you asked to borrow it. Like he kept on talking. I said, nigga, with that little ass motherfucking Mickey Mouse shirt on, nigga, that shit so tight in your goddamn body. This motherfucker say, "Hey, Mickey!"
Stretch the words out.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh
the whole
shit.
classroom just bust out laughing, man. He looking like, all right, nigga, I got your ass. Like, yeah, you better stop while you ahead. And then that trip happened, nigga. We checked that nigga from the moment we boarded the bus to the morning so we got to St. Louis. That's a 4.5 hour drive.
Yeah.
Toy nigga, he had some motherfucking nanny socks from Muppet Babies.
Right. Fucking bomb pop joints.
Right. It was all a
Sonic
good fun
bomb
though, man.
pop sound.
It was all a good fun though, man. Like I said though, my homeboy Antonio, man, he way more ignorant than I am. He way more ignorant than I am, and that shit we used to do for fun. Like we just look at it. Me and him had this thing like when we meet people, we think of automatically think about at least five of washing dishes. I think about at least five good responses to a person when I first meet them. When you want to start that checking shit, I got five good ones already lined up, and I'm gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Even my wife will get it, niggas. She'll get it too. She fuck around and made her some
Yeah.
jeans. She made some fucking jeans to us one time, niggas. Then called herself trying to check me.
Some
I said,
jorts.
man, some George, right? I said, you over here trying to chase me out there with some motherfucking the motherfucking Incredible Hulk pants on and shit. Did
The
I bust?
motherfucker, hey,
Did I
every
bust out
place
with
she
a
fixed for 3 weeks had, hey, Hurts, every place she fixed for 3 weeks had 3 pounds of salt in it, nigga.
That's my lesson.
Hey, because you know what?
Shit.
Cause my wife, she take herself serious, man. She don't like doing all that. But my daughter, oh shit, my daughter will laugh. My daughter will make jokes and laugh all day long. And I be telling her like, look, you good at dishing it out, but you better know how to take a joke.
Right. It's funny
Yeah.
because me and my wife we check each other, but it ain't like that. Like
Oh, hey,
our check.
I'm hurting feelings. In my house, I hurt feelings.
Let me tell you how our checking is. Like, so we got these people that stay on a corner in our subdivision. And these motherfuckers, like, man, they got so much shit in their yard, dude. Like, you wouldn't even be able to get to the front door. So they be doing a lot of country shit. So my wife says, "You better go down there and get your country cousins and take them back to Alabama or some shit like that." So she be on that she be on that Bama shit, you know. And I be doing the same thing to her, like, man, go get them folks in there, send them folks back on their bus ride, you know.
Yeah. Hey, they ain't more country in Indianola than they is in Alabama.
Damn.
We doing shit like that. Like we see somebody that look crazy, I'm like, get your country ass cousin.
On some national car type shit.
And like you know what, man, my wife, her family, they good hearted people, man. But man, them folks, they comical as shit, man. Like the dude I shared that music with, the dude that was singing. Did I let y'all hear that shit?
Yeah.
Man,
At the funeral, bro.
yeah. My baby. Soon
Oh,
as that dude
hey,
started singing, man,
did you send them that picture, yo?
nigga, no.
The joint from the
Uh-uh.
airport. Hey,
No, sir.
hey, y'all. When I got here, man, it was this nigga at the airport that worked for TSA. Yo, hold up, where this picture?
You never take a picture with people, man, you gonna get beat up, man.
Yo, like
Man,
fresh off the plane though. Hold up, where this motherfucking picture at? Wait till you see this picture. See what you say there.
man, that shit, hey, man, that shit was so hilarious, man. I'm like, man, nigga, don't
Woo!
please don't make me have to put on my sneakers, man, and fight nobody, man, because, man,
That was
Hell
in the first
no.
48 fucking around in Memphis.
Hey man, shit. Ain't nobody tell him do that shit to his head. Wait till you see this shit.
Becky Hammond to interview for Bucks head coach job. Really?
Who?
She won't get it. Becky Hammond.
Oh yeah.
She won't get it.
You might. You might.
But yeah, I'm good as long as I don't got ignorant people behind me. If I ain't got nobody that's like Mav or my homeboys around me, I don't even do that
Oh,
shit.
damn.
But,
I'm
but,
quiet
but
now.
yeah, but on the home front though, like I had to keep the laughter and shit going. So I do whatever to keep the laughter going. Cause my daughter, my biggest fan. She
Look
laughs
at
at
that
everything
shit,
I say.
y'all. In the lounge spot joint.
God damn.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, like right off the
Wait.
plane. Like, why did I see that? Yo, he got the motherfucking green beret tam on him.
He got the
He
hey
got
honor
the
hey
he got the cherub of justice tam on him.
nigga they got the guardian angel shit on.
Look like
Hey,
a
hey,
Cub
Cliff, I'm about to send you this joint, yo.
hold on,
Hold
my
up,
turn.
yo.
It look like a Cub Scout hat.
Man, hey,
Uh,
nigga, get this motherfucker
That
Junior
nigga,
Woodchuck badge.
that
Hold up, look at this motherfucker.
that nigga got chia pet hair on his motherfucking head. Larry.
Right?
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what's funny about this picture though? The more I look at it, I can tell where his hairline is
Stop.
on
Man.
his edges. It has edges in it. He got the cowlick anyway, so.
Man, that shit look like a dirty stream
Hey,
up
but
that
you
motherfucker.
know what's funny though? He got them waves and shit too. He got waves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm
yeah,
saying. Yeah.
nigga got waves, bro. I mean, leave Donahue alone.
Yeah. That shit is live.
That nigga got a motherfucking rooster comb on his motherfucking.
Right.
That nigga wake up at 5:31 in the morning.
I was waiting for my bags, and I turned around. I said, "Oh no,
Man, he talking about this.
I
What's
gotta
that?
document
What's
this."
that?
Trace of iron.
Yeah, that shit, bro.
Hey, but you know what though? You know the crazy shit? Why it look like the front of his shape up is in the back? The way that shit is, yo.
That nigga said the front of his shape up is in the back.
Hey, Dixie, hey, he got a little booster. He got a little booster face.
Got a reverse widow teeth, huh?
Right?
Nah,
Hey, you know what he got on? Hey, you know
There
what
ain't
that
no
shit look
fade,
like?
Kurtz. There ain't no fade.
Nah, I'm about to fuck you up. You know what that shit look like? You know how the widowers at the funeral be wearing that hat, that little ass hat?
Hey, you know, hey,
grieving.
That boy, he on a toupee installment, man. He still
Right.
paying on his shit. He getting a little bit put on at a time. He on the installment.
Hold up, he said toupee installment. Yeah,
Look like
Bizzle
an
on a
elephant,
toupee shit.
like an elephant wiped his ass with his head.
Then they got a cat.
What?
Then he had a gold tooth.
Nah, you know what? Did I see his face? I'm trying to think if I did. I took another picture too.
Hey, you know what though? I've seen this dude as recent as it ain't even recent, but I seen him in November.
That nigga was at Dodger's Chicken.
Nah, nigga, he was at the airport. I was here at the Vegas.
This is the other joint.
That nigga look like he'll fuck some tripe up.
Damn. This is the other one that I took.
Hey, if you look closely at the picture, he married, so his wife must like it.
His wife cut his hair.
Motherfuckers use the same hair product.
He trying to save money and shit, and his wife like, yo, baby, you know what, baby, I went to cosmetology school. That's right, you did go to cosmetology school. And he told us, hey man, take a little bit off the top. Even if he misunderstood what he said.
That nigga got a bowl cut, but he got a bowl.
Hey, she thought he said leave a little bit on the top.
That nigga got a bowl cut, but the cut is one of the little ass bowls you put eggs in when you hard boil your eggs.
Look, she came back to like, so how you like it, baby?
Nah, the motherfuckers cut around a butter dish. That's what that shit look like.
Yeah. Nigga, somebody put a motherfucking ass plate full of Marlboro cigarettes on top of that.
Oh shit!
This shit look like a wavy keloid.
Yo, I'm mad. I wish we could put pictures in the chat, yo. The motherfucking
Hey, no. Hey, can you make that shit your avatar real quick?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't know.
Oh no. Yeah, do that shit. Damn, would it show up? Would it show up, Clark?
I don't know. They might have to. You might have to log out and come back in.
Yeah, that's right. No, don't do it, man. Hey, if y'all want,
Man, I post that motherfucker on IG. I don't give a fuck. Hold up. Anybody follow me on IG? Hold up. Hold up right now.
Hey, no, don't even put it. Hey, put that bitch in the scratch mag.
Oh yeah. Yep. Okay.
Watch that nigga follow us too.
Yep.
Right.
Along
Yeah,
with
What if he tell you, man? Like, hey, man, I'm one of your biggest fans, man. Why you do me like this?
man, this stuff ain't bland at all.
Security. Well, fuck that.
You know that nigga stay with a toothpick in his mouth.
That boy shit like a motherfucking that nigga shit like a Cajun chicken patty left in the oven, left on the grill.
Hey, did he call that shit a wavy keloid though?
Yeah, wavy
keloid. A wavy keloid, man.
Oh,
shit. A wavy keloid, nigga. Hey, write that down too, man. Wavy keloid.
Yeah,
These are phone titles,
bro. Right.
Man, listen, bro. Ain't no motherfucking way. Hey, this gonna take all my shit off. You know what? That's a reverse ball spot.
It is.
That's your ball spot inverted.
Oh man, where this shit at? Add to the post. There we go.
Hey, you know what? I'd rather have a George Jefferson cut, man, than to have that shit.
He was sporting that motherfucker though. You see all that grease he got up. And pomade, he put pomade on that shit.
For some odd reason, man, it's like he just want to bust outside singing. I was working part-time at a fine dime. A boss in this McGee. They got it. Hey, I'm gonna tell you
that joint is scratch mag.
That nigga got a kilo of beret. They said a kilo of beret.
That joint, go with a scratch mag. Hell yeah, that shit, boy. Woo.
Man, hey, man, some that shit, man. I
laugh all the way to the hotel off that shit.
Man. I almost wrecked my truck, man. Looking at that shit, man. But you gotta start doing this shit.
Let's see.
Call me all the time, Daddy didn't like my style.
Wavy keloid, yo.
Nigga blister hair.
Right. That shit make me itch, yo. Don't say that shit. Woo. I got the burnt ramen noodles up top.
Yeah.
Nigga got a chocolate ruffle on the top of his motherfucking head.
He got the Lego hairpiece set up.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, that shit is a snap cap.
Man.
Oh man!
Hey, it look like he do them commercials. I can swim with this hair. I can do double jack in his hair.
Right, I can rob a bank with this hair. That motherfucker do everything.
Goddamn, J Max said like a roadkill armadillo.
All right, yeah, I'm downloading this new Nas joint.
And for those scoring at home, where can they find the Nas call that again?
Oh yeah, Nas call. You can get that at dirtyoldmen.bandcamp.com, and that's dirty old is spelled OL, no D, pause.
Right.
Let's see.
Man, good deal.
See, that's how I did in high school. I'm still the same. I'm just a little more compassionate. Depending on the day of the week.
There we go. I can download fast as a bitch now. What the fuck?
Boss of Mr. McGee.
Bro, kill armadillo.
That dude
He
got
said he
that.
got the hot dog grill.
They look like they
Right?
sprayed that Flex Seal on his head.
Yeah.
God damn.
Motherfucker got Beijing with waves. Oh man.
Then got the old school pop out of cellar man cut, nigga.
Right?
Then you got the Brutus cut. That nigga,
There we
that
go.
nigga he had a nest of chicken hawk up in that joint. Mm-mm-mm. Oh shit!
Damn.
What, Gadget fell off?
Per usual.
Nah,
Man, this crazy as shit.
Gadget got his arm folded.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Okay.
I tried calling him. I ain't getting no answer.
Then he got finger waves going to the front.
Huh? With the mess though? Oh, come on, Jess, for real?
Oh yeah, Jess got finger waves now. Yeah.
Nah, I ain't talking about that. Hold on, man. I got some pictures to send you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I got some pictures to send you.
Okay.
This motherfucker, IBTC out this motherfucker.
Oh.
Bullet wound platoon.
Assume the unpredictable. Gun salute
Yep.
like rapidly. That's the ritual.
Oh man, this camera.
Motherfucker look like
That's me trying to call Gadget. He ain't even by his
got the
damn phone.
stud face and shit.
Goddamn Gadget.
Face like a motherfucking lock with no locking mechanism.
Yeah, this is gonna be some dirty old right here.
That terry cloth.
Right? This shit won't be going to the scratch mag. That's for damn sure. Let's see. And tab. There we go. Mm-hmm. There we go. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Woo! Let's go. One. This shit gonna go on what?
Okay. Let's try this.
7 more. Shit.
You sent it, man?
Yeah, I don't know if it did it go through. Hell no. Hold up. I'm about to send
What
it
did he
now.
say? What did he say?
Right. So you gonna kill both of us, man. There you go. I'll send the next one. Hold up. Motherfucking ABTC. I mean
What?
IBTC. Yeah. Matter of time.
Yeah, she is little.
Small
Who
as
is
shit.
that, yo?
Yeah.
Who is that?
Comedian joint.
Just hilarious. Yeah, she's petite. She's on the petite side.
Mm-hmm.
Her voice is husky though.
Right. All right. Now we're about to get to the
meat and potatoes.
Nah.
That's
it
a
ain't
small
really
ass
neither.
picture.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, they took that motherfucker with a goddamn
That motherfucker had 2
motherfucking
megapixels in
Motorola
that
Razr.
motherfucking camera. Yeah.
What a razor.
Put that shit with a keychain,
No, no
camera.
key
Right?
Android.
This one of them Bond surveillance cameras. There you go. Yeah, so you about to see the shadow of a nipple coming up.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
That'll wake him up.
Yeah. Right? Wait, what?
5 things that look the
You
what?
remember that joint? He said, "Is that a nipple? A shadow of a nipple? Nipple
That's a
because I'm
nipple.
drooling."
Who using the Zoom? Oh wait.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Oh nigga, she got the man. She barely got enough cushion to put the button on.
All right, man. Mute yourself, Hurts. Yeah.
Hey, but on some real shit though, oh, it's doable.
Yeah.
She's a woman still.
Just
Last
don't
night
talk.
check, I feel like it. Yeah, just don't talk.
You heard me. Just don't whisper no sweet nothing.
Don't even Morse code the motherfuckers. Just
that's it.
lay there and blink. Right.
You know some common shit.
Yeah, my nigga. Yeah, right there, my nigga.
Right.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Yeah, about that. Take this sock right here and gag yourself.
Right.
I don't know that this thing. I don't know, man. I had to man put the air stem on them milk. pump it up.
Man.
Fucking yuck sticker.
I do it.
Wait, we still live?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
nah, hold on.
I'm
I'm about to show you you got the Troy body. Hold on.
Kill that noise, Gadget. Kill it.
All right, hold on. Let's say goodnight to the chat. Damn, we can't stop without saying bye.
Right.
Video upload right
Troy in the
now.
house.
Very old man.
Y'all
Check
up
it
there
out.
having glug wars and we still live.
I ain't say shit about piss.
You said glug wars.